Seasons. Well, hi. Hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Buenos días. Buenas noches.
Yeah, seasons. I say it all year. There's the only time of the year where I don't say seasons greetings. So it's actually
During the
where
seasons
everybody
greetings.
says it. Yeah. No, it's just hello. Welcome to 2 Balls on the Mic 307. We are here. Stop looking at them. We are here on a Monday once again, 307 episodes consecutively in a row on the road to the World Cup. We're going to go ahead and do some end of the year San Diego FC grades because San Diego FC is closing on a season and opening up a CONCACAF Champions account against Pumas de la Universidad Autónoma de México.
Pumas.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk all about what San Diego FC has in front of it. San Diego FC is in CONCACAF Champions international play coming up here in February, right before the Coachella Valley Invitational. Abe, what do you think San Diego Wave was? I was looking for it. They won
Some roster decisions were
roster
announced,
decisions.
but technically, I think only one of them has found a new home. So
Some
technically, they're
rumors.
also still in negotiations, allegedly. But they say that about everyone, as we've learned.
They do.
The rumor mill with both sides, San Diego FC, San Diego Wave, Hanna Lundqvist out. San Diego FC, San Diego FC, Según Tom Bogert got the scoop. Según.
Lewis Morgan, supposedly.
But we'll see.
Alex's cousin.
We'll see. Another Morgan at Snapdragon. Que no haga nada también.
Oof.
Also, is it happening finally? El Guti. To San Diego FC.
El Guti.
From Chivas de Guadalajara's Chucky Lozano's best friend over into
That's
San
big
Diego
rumor.
FC. We'll talk all about it. Hello to everybody. Season's greetings. If this makes everybody feel better, here, let's add some
Also, our end of the year awards, our voting is still live, so make sure
Voting.
We got a lot of votes, guys. This is the most votes we've ever gotten.
So I don't know if you guys ever watch Dancing with the Stars, but every episode they say, with tonight a record-breaking amount of votes. This is a record-breaking amount of votes we ever had in our end of the year awards.
last year. Was it last year? Did we have some last year?
We did have some last year.
I'm actually going to look for it right now. Last year.
It's on our 2 balls drive. That sounds funny. Yeah.
That's literally how dumb our
As
thing
soon
is
as I
called.
walked in, I told Tony, hey, last year we had X amount of votes for our end of the year awards.
Yeah.
Guess how many we have this year?
Put
Put in the chat. How many votes do you guys think we had last year? And how many votes do you guys think we have right now?
Well, last year was absolutely just more indicative of where we've been for the last couple of 6 years.
Yeah.
Not a high number, couple dozen perhaps.
Well, let the chat guess. Like, guess how many votes we had last year, and guess what we're currently at. Whoever gets it right will
No, not that easy.
get
Stop
this
looking.
guitar.
Stop,
No,
stop looking around. Start
We'll
ranting.
get Tony's antlers.
Get my antlers. I actually am okay with that. Get these antlers off of me. It is the holiday season. Happy.
We got 100.
Third day?
100 guess. Like Philippe's guessing 100. Esteban 213 last year. 34 versus 2000. 100 this year. Oh, 100 this year. Are we okay sharing with where we're at?
No,
right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
no. I mean, we can. No, 100% go for it. We can.
Last
Shit,
year, we received over 45 votes, which was a high amount for us. We're like 45
We were
votes.
so
That's pretty
stoked. We were
cool.
like,
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Great.
Currently, I mean, the voting's still open and it ends Wednesday at 9 p.m. We are 6 away from breaking 1,000 votes.
Wow.
That's so dumb. I love it.
994 votes.
Yep, we're at 995 now.
Since you last
Voting
since you
is
last
live.
counted, it's going up. Let's hit 1,000
Stop the
before
count.
we finish.
I mean, you guys can get there. You guys have the link. I'll put the link over right now as well.
There's something interesting happening in Maricopa County.
Could you inform us what's happening? What can people vote for on this end of the year awards, which people are getting very, very into?
Yeah, so our categories for this are Player of the Year
We
with
didn't do it
the.
last year.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Did we do it live?
Yeah, we definitely did.
I'm
live.
pretty sure it was
Okay.
live.
Okay, sorry.
Last player of the year nominees are Anders Dreyer, Ken Sadali, Delphine Cascarino, and Milan Ilowski. You can also vote for Rookie of the Year with Trinity Armstrong from Wave, Manu Dua, Luca Bombino, and Ian Pilcher from San Diego FC. Coach of the Year nominees, Mikey Varas, Jonas Eidevall, Coach Soto from Southwestern College, and Brian Quinn from USD. Goal of the Year, we have Anders Dreyer midfield goal, Anders Dreyer goal versus Minnesota in the Western Conference semifinal, Ken Sadali free kick, and we have the Chucky Lozano winner versus LA Galaxy. We also have our Gaff of the Year, Snapdragon fans opening the SDFC season with the homophobic chant. San Diego supporters attempting to fight LA Galaxy over a flag. Jaden Shaw traded to NC Courage for $300,000. And then Tony Sanchez trying to speak Portuguese to the Dina.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Our content creator of the year, which is a pretty stacked category. We have,
Hold on. Let's look at what happened. Oh, he was already there last year?
Well, because it started last year, but that season hadn't happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's actually impressive. Like you're talking about content creator of the year. This is last year's content creator of the year. All right, content creator of the year. Nominees are
the nominees are Baller Crew.
Baller Crew. All right,
they're nominated this year.
San Diego FC
were
Bros.
Nominated this year.
I don't think I had any idea they were nominated last year.
No, Terrible SDFC means we're also nominated.
I don't think he had an idea.
619 Soccer was on there last year. So wow,
right.
3 nominees. Wow, look at
Interesting.
And
4.
SDY was added this year. There's been a lot of other content creators, but the work. So this was before the season actually started, guys. And the amount of work that all these people have done throughout the season, which is why they got nominated again.
Also, the drink,
Recover.
Yeah. I saw him today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. He was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, dude?"
Ghosted you.
No, he didn't.
I'm just kidding.
No.
We have our Journalist of the Year category with the Morvilla from Claro Sports Diario AS, Dimitri from San Diego SDFC Nation, Abraham Cepeda from SanDiego.Futbol, and all for 11 now, I guess.
Yeah.
And Cesar Hernandez from ESPN. We got our play-by-play of the year. We have Brandon Ambriz, SDFC Spanish Radio, Adrian Marquez, SDFC English Radio, Craig Elston for the San Diego Sockers, and Darren Smith for SDFC English Radio as well. Our Kit of the Year nominees, San Diego FC Home Kit, Wave Altomar Kit, and then San Diego Soccer's Home Kit. Soccer Organization of the Year. This is I think we did it last year as well, but it has new people this year. Street Soccer USA is one of them. Kicks and Giggles, a new one. Cultura FC, Some Came Running, who were formerly known as Chula Vista Pickup, Chicano Futsal, and then Esco Street League.
Which, by the way, Esco Street League is going to have their finals this Friday.
Yeah, they are.
We unfortunately can't make it out there to do commentary. Would have been awesome. But yeah.
Yeah, and then that would have been cool. But yeah, it's going to be a fun event. We have our community champion nominees. We have Trevor Flores from Street Soccer USA San Diego, DK from San Diego FC, Shannon McMillan from San Diego Wave, and then Eduardo Lalo Ortega from the Chavos. And then our last category, which is a new one, Snapdragon Event of the Year. We have Shakira. And wait, ladies and gentlemen, we broke 1,000 votes.
Wow.
So
over 1,000 votes. All right.
Shakira, Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran World Tour, which, by the way, recently her 2 kids, Piqué's sons, came out on stage and sang with her. I don't know if you saw that. It was pretty cool.
So they're more talented on that side than the soccer side.
I'm looking at it like a Troy Bolton type of situation where, my head's in the game, but my heart's on the song. They like that.
It's such an amazing line in the musical,
right?
High School Musical,
reference. Yeah. We also have another nominee: San Diego FC versus Vancouver Whitecaps, the Western Conference Final. Alex Morgan jersey retirement match, and SDSU beating Cal Golden Bears 34-0.
All right, we'll go vote. We've passed 1,000.
1,001 now. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Thank you. Forgot to vote. Hopefully, everyone pushed the 1K. Yeah, I think it was you, George.
I think that was you.
That was you, George. But we won't reveal who or what is looking like right now.
I am not nominated for Coach of the Year, Philippe. My team actually lost
maybe next
weekend.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, you didn't put up enough to be in the nominations, but I think next year
my
we can.
My coaching career
started
started very end of the year. I cannot catch up to some of these other coaches. So, it is what it is. But yeah, no, keep voting, guys. Again, the end of the year awards show will be on December 29th. That'll be a pre-recorded show out to you guys because it's a very special holiday for us here at SanDiego.Futbol. It's our very own Tony's birthday.
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday that Tony refuses to do an episode for.
It's just a Monday. Like, there's nothing special.
Abe, if it was nothing special, do you think he would have just said, hey, no show that day?
See, Abe, or do you think I would have said, hey, let's break with tradition, what we've done the past 5 years, and do a recorded episode on that day?
Doing a recorded episode is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine too.
Yeah. What are you trying to antagonize me for, Mr. Ravenclaw?
Okay.
Your hat says Ravenclaw, but your being says Hufflepuff.
Everyone in the chat, let us know, what do you think
Chiva thinks she's
Chiva's
a Ravenclaw.
Hogwarts house is?
Yeah. That's what I am.
No.
Why are you trying
stolen
to
valor?
Why are you trying to racially profile me right now?
I don't know if that's actually accurate, because I do remember people like from Cedric Diggory to Cho Chang being in Ravenclaw. So there is nothing in Hogwarts lore.
There are some very interesting things when it comes to race in those books. So
yeah, the Centaurs.
Both of those people were not Ravenclaws.
One of them was.
And one of them was.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson was a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, he was a Hufflepuff. And we talked about this like a couple years ago, and you were wrong.
And I'm still wrong.
Yeah, and you're still wrong. So screw you.
Yeah.
You have no say in this now. But anyways, a lot of soccer happened this weekend, guys. San Diego Inter, UPSL SoCal South Premier Division champions. Woo! San Diego Internacional are going to head to Arizona for the national playoffs now.
Yeah.
You're still a little
That
upset
is
you were
huge.
wrong.
The what?
You're still upset that you were wrong.
I'm very upset about that, actually. Live celebration? No.
Oh. Cheaper rate? That is true, actually. You ever try and rent a banda or mariachi on a Monday?
I don't like banda.
Oh.
We're more mariachi people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banda upsets me.
Yeah,
Those
mariachis.
clarinets? No need for clarinets.
I learned to really, really love the clarinets.
Let us know in the chat, mariachi or banda.
Yeah.
I love mariachi.
I would still vote for mariachi if I could only choose one, but I also love.
I mean, I guess you can
banda.
throw in norteños now. That's very popular. What do we have Esteban saying? San Diego FC draft pick, Harrison Burdos, and San Diego natives Charlie Kasakov are NCAA national champions. You know who's also a Liga MX champion?
Who?
Fernando Arce Jr., Chula Vista native.
Chula Vista FC, great. Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Fernando Arce Jr., son of legendary Fernando Arce.
Doing it in where Joe Corona and company did it with Antonio Mohamed all those years ago in La Bombonera.
Yeah,
That is cool.
It's pretty poetic. Something about we can do an AMA. We're probably doing that. Let's save a Ask Me Anything and throw random questions over to us here.
We can do that in January.
Or at the end of today.
Start throwing questions out there. Why not, Abe? Abe's like, hey, this is what you get for coming in person, Abe.
And then Mike, if you could just star those, if you can, if you're going to be around, that'd be great. But all right, let's go ahead and do some end of the year calificaciones.
San Diego FC
Qualifications in terms of A through B. For San Diego FC, we did it for San Diego Wave at the halfway point. We did it for San Diego FC at the halfway point. So I will have to go look for actually an updated roster, because I know San Diego FC has already updated the players who are no longer in San Diego FC online. So I'll do some scouring here, but let's do some talks from San Diego FC. All right. Looking at this one.
Yeah, but mine doesn't come out with pictures actually.
Because there's two rosters. You can find San Diego FC rosters through the SDFC website. And you click roster, so you go here, but then you click the other one and it's just the lines. I like this one better because it
I think we can use FBref too,
Yeah.
usually, but the pictures help.
Yeah. The pictures do help. All right, but we will need your help here in the comments. Let's do this. Chiva,
Yes,
you get a
sir.
grade. Abe, you get a grade. I'll get a grade. And then we'll just kind of average out whatever the people on there say. I do know that Philippe actually put together a fan rating. I'll see if I can dig that up here
She has the 2025 roster, she said right now.
in a bit, Monday.
Philippe just said, Tony, the Google spreadsheet that he sent you has the 2025 roster.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, but you guys kind of on board with that? All right. So let's just go ahead and start for everybody. Let's just start in goal with CJ Dos Santos and then kind of go from there. I'll let you guys go for it and I'll do some tickety-taka here on the back end. So with that, let's go ahead and start not A through B. We'll do American rubric, not this Mexico 5 through 10 malarkey. No, you get A through F minus. You want to do minuses? We're doing minuses?
Yeah.
Plus
All
and
right.
minuses, yeah.
Plus and minuses are important. Plus them and mine them, very underrated Pokemon.
All right. Who wants to kick
You
it
one of
off?
those kids?
Those are underrated Pokemon. Plus them and mine them.
Okay. CJ Dos Santos, the goalkeeper for San Diego FC, starting goalkeeper to a certain point.
Yeah. So do we just say our grades out loud?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off with CJ, giving him I'm going to go with an A minus.
A minus.
I think it was a solid season from CJ. 30 career starts for San Diego FC, 10 clean sheets for him in the season, the regular season. I think that's impressive. Yes, I'm looking at stats, Sony, just to back it up.
Oh, no, I'm not. Go for it.
So I think he was solid. Like at 24 years old, there was a lot of doubts for CJ Dos Santos, but I think an A minus is a very, very good score to give him in his first season, despite the injury.
Okay, A minus. And are we comparing this to just them? Like just them in terms of against each other? A minus in just like the league and what we've seen? Or
I give him an A minus.
I mean, A minus, it's to like a Dane St. Clair's. Because
I
again,
think
what's
this
the point
is
of
within the
relativity?
team.
Within the team, okay.
The performance in the team, yeah.
Yeah.
Performance for San Diego FC.
I mean, they were a top.
How important were they
to
to San Diego? Kind of deal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what do you?
Because obviously, compared to other goalkeepers in the league, I don't think you would do that. I would, like, if you're comparing to the rest of MLS, you probably give him a B plus. But as I think Chiva rightly said, he had a great season, especially as a rookie goalkeeper. You really I didn't expect him to get that starting spot. I thought it would probably be Pablo Cisniega, but CJ earned it and played very, very well. He made some important saves across the entire year, put his body on the line, definitely a lot. Obviously, he got injured at the end, but it was tough. So I would also agree. Probably maybe not A minus, but B plus, because he had some moments where there were some misses that he definitely should have saved.
All right, we're seeing some B pluses here in the chat as well. I think this is kind of where it's going to land.
I'm the nice one here.
You are the nice one.
What about you, Tony?
I think I'm in the B range, just because I did see a couple things where, you know, the inexperience really showed through in positioning and in a couple of these instances. I can remember, again, just like half McVay, half him, but that own goal, one of the ugliest own goals I've ever seen, where McVay just passes it through. Nothing, you know, it's just a miscommunication, but it's still positioning at the end of the day. And, you know, you did see some moments of growth, but there's still a long way to grow. I see Pablo Cisniega, what he can do on the shot stopping sense. And much like I think Pablo Cisniega can grow with a ball at his feet, CJ can definitely grow in the classical goalkeeping training type of thing. So I think B plus is even generous. So I'll give him just a B, a solid B for this year.
That's fair. What do we got next?
Tony's going to be the hardest on the keepers. Yeah, I mean,
should we stick in the keepers?
Keepers, all right. So we go with Pablo Cisniega next then.
I started, so Abe starts now.
Okay, Pablo Cisniega, when he came on, I wasn't really expecting him to keep the position. I thought once CJ was ready, he'd come back. But Pablo Cisniega played very, very well during his stint in the middle of the season, and then even in the playoffs as well. He played pretty well. I think, especially as a backup goalkeeper, this is exactly what you need, is someone that's a little bit older, can still get the job done very, very well, but still not the starter. And then looked very stressed out whenever the ball was at his feet in a way that CJ definitely didn't. So I'd probably give him probably a B, not a B plus. CJ deserved the plus, but Pablo, yeah, he had a great season as well. So he definitely gets a B.
All right.
A is tough, guys, by the way.
A is incredibly tough.
Getting an A is hard.
I have to agree with what Felipe is saying at a C plus. Because while yes, he did step up when he needed to in some cases, it's kind of what who was it? Jesse Ventura said about John Cena that yeah, he might be the never seen 17 champion and earned 17 championships, but that means he also lost 17 championships. So in that where Carlos Cisniega had some games that were really, really fantastic for his style of goalkeeping, those mistakes, those shaky starts, those just that lack of confidence sometimes where, yeah, it would take him a little bit to grow, kind of dipped his impact for me at least, especially with the amount that he actually ended up playing. So I think C plus is fair, especially if I'm looking at CJ and him being the starter. I gave a B. Was he right below with the B minus? No, I don't think so. There's not enough for me to see. So C plus is where I stay for that.
Based on what I saw, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm in that same range, C plus, B minus, but I'm gonna lean towards the B minus. 7 games that he played for San Diego State as a starter, earning 3 clean sheets in those. One of them being in the regular season. I think he stepped up, and I think just based on that ability of stepping up when needed to when it needed to happen, earned some that B minus grade for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I could definitely see him becoming the starter over CJ next season. It's going to be a competition between both of them, so it's going to be fun.
And just to give again a really good vote and data as we're kind of scrolling through here, that Philippe shared a fan vote. Again, it's just a partial of the bigger picture. But on this, Pablo Cisniega was given a 7.53 out of 10. I assume so,
Which is about a C plus.
which is about a C plus.
Yeah. What was CJ on there?
CJ Dos Santos is at 7.37. So
well, who do you think had a better save percentage? I do happen to have numbers right here.
I mean,
season.
I'm gonna go
save
with
percentage
Pablo.
is Pablo.
Yeah,
because he had more shots on target. He's a shot stopper,
and he played less games, so that number's bound to be higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 84%.
All right, good stuff. All right,
Duran Ferree.
I mean, shot percentage, stoppage. I mean, he's never been scored on in MLS play.
It's 100. It's 100%.
He's
Save percentage. It's 100%.
Yeah.
Based on that, he's an A plus. I'm gonna go ahead and just give him an N/A for me. Just because he didn't play at all in the regular season. Which I don't think it's fair to give him a grade. He did play in the Western Conference Final for about 10 minutes. So to me, it's a N/A.
To me, he was in the class all year, but never took any of the tests. Right? He didn't do any of the homework. He didn't have to. He didn't have to take any of the tests. And then on the final, he took the last question in the multiple choice section.
Yeah,
and got it right.
Yeah.
So you know what? To me, that seems like maybe you should get. Maybe you don't deserve an A, but it's from what he did. Like he technically all his tests, he passed them. He completely aced it. But yeah, probably C, I guess. C plus because he was there. He existed.
So what's your final answer?
C plus.
C plus.
Credit. Actually, yeah, no. You it's pass or fail. This is a pass. You don't get some college credit. Yeah, there's great by Jeff here. Credit, non-credit. He gets the credit.
Okay, that's fair.
Right,
that's fair for
Jeff,
me. Credit.
Credit. He gets the credits in your college class.
I mean, if we're going based on I have to give him a grade, then what's the role?
C's get degrees.
What's the role of a third? What's the job? What was his job this season? Is to be ready.
To be ready if it happens.
Yeah. And he was ready.
And he was ready.
So that's an A. That's an A plus. He didn't get scored on. There's one goalkeeper that didn't get scored on. Undeserved as it may have been. An A plus for Duran Ferree for me.
Wild. That's wild.
Okay.
To me, that's wild. All right, let's go with.
No, it's not.
He played 10 minutes.
And he played the best 10 minutes.
Okay, then why didn't you say the same thing for like away players when we were doing grades? There was a lot of them like shit. Trinity Byers played 10 minutes. What do we give her? An F because she didn't score?
What's her job?
To score goals.
Did she score?
No, so that's an F.
What's Duran's
But
job?
we give her an N/A.
Yeah, had she scored, it would have been something. But Duran got a shot stopped. A beautiful, very hard, too hard. Yeah, so I will stick to me.
Jacob Jackson.
A makes no sense. People are mad. I love it.
What do you guys think? Jacob Jackson. Does it have to?
Do
you have to have played minutes?
Jacob Jackson?
Do you have to have played?
Are we
minutes?
doing every player, or are we doing who ended the season with them? Who's still
who ended the season?
Okay.
Yeah, because like people. I mean, Lawfulson. What does Lawfulson get?
Yeah, Bruce is technically still part of the team.
Bruce, yeah.
All right, let's go to the back line. Do we want to start with Willie Kamado?
William Williberg Kamado.
I'll start this time because it's my turn.
Please do.
Willie Kamado suffered injuries. He played 19 games, started in 7 of them.
He dropped out.
Look, the early in the season, when we saw him coming in, making those runs, making those crosses, it was impressive. I think he would have definitely been able to keep up with how SDFC was performing during his absence. But based on his absence because of that injury, I'm gonna go with a D plus.
D plus.
C minus. Let's go C minus because when we did see him, he was good, but he did make some mistakes as well. He was young. He is young, but it wasn't enough for me to go higher than a C minus.
Okay. Who truly like fails? Well, like again, just like A's are like you have to be an A to be an A.
There's some F's.
If you got to be an F, you got to be an F.
I think we know who's.
I think we know.
There's at least 2 that I can think of for sure
There are 2 that I can think of as well.
Abe,
Willie Kamado, I'd give a C. He was, when healthy, looked pretty good out there. Probably could have earned a starting spot if he was healthy for longer stretches. But because of that, he gets a C.
I love how people are peeved.
No, people are waiting for that.
Is more gradable than the referee. That's funny.
He was gradable at the halfway point.
Did we do the halfway grades or no?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember doing them for
Dolphins did not even get to the halfway point.
Damn.
You got traded like in the first quarter.
Willie Kamado. Yeah, it's a C. Yeah, you're part of the bus. You're part of the field trip. Like you went and you cheered. You did your part. Should have been more. Just, injuries really can't. Okay, remember this. You guys are talking defending injuries. C for Willie Kamado. What is ¿Qué dice la gente? ¿Qué dice la gente? For Duran Free, did they agree on the SDFC player roster final ranking?
He got a D.
He got a 6.55 rating.
Oof, the fans are rough.
Okay.
Fans are tough. Fans are tougher than us. All right, I guess we got to be a little tougher. Which defender did we go next?
I mean, Leo Duro's right
Leo
next to him.
Duro. Abe, you start with Leo Duro.
Yeah, tell me everything you know about Leo Duro, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke with him. That's very dumb. We spoke with him a couple of times during the season. He was pretty interesting to talk to. But as a midfielder,
defender, defender.
He wasn't really playing much defense though, right? He was playing more in the midfield.
No, he played right back.
He played right back, that cursed right back position.
Yeah,
that's why we joked about it because they're like, oh, watch, he's gonna come and get injured, and then he kind of did, and I was like, oh, maybe it is cursed.
But yeah, I think he probably earns a C plus. He looked good. I liked him when he was on the pitch, but he never really got many minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really get injured either. But
I give him a D because he did get injured, but he never really regained his form. He never saw the light of day after coming on, and especially looking at what ended up being the player who stepped up in front of him when healthy, and Leo could have gone like a half-broken Aiden Harangi. Like, as soon as Harangi was okay to play, like, they threw him out there again. Poor kid got destroyed.
Yeah. I mean, he played 37 minutes, and there was a good amount of the season towards the end where he was healthy, and he just rode the bench for what they brought him to compete at that pretty much like heavily equipped right back player. Like,
Mhm.
how many right backs were there?
Five.
Kumado, Harangi,
Loffelson.
Verhoeven. Well, Loffelson didn't end there, but 4 technically, like 4 right backs.
Pilcher.
Pilcher's a center back, but he's looked
He
great at the
touched.
right back.
McVay played it right back.
McVay played like so many players played there. I think Ladura, I agree with Tony. It's going to be a D minus for me, just because he didn't meet the expectation. Yeah, he's a young player, but he didn't meet the expectation.
Yeah.
Who else is in that back line?
Who else is in that back line? Let's go ahead and scroll down. That's not a backline player.
Patty
here we go.
McNair.
Patty McNair.
Mr. Northern Ireland himself.
This is a good one to grade.
Center
Tony,
back.
you kick it off.
Patty McNair lost his starting position pretty handedly. Obviously, because of injury, if we're not taking those injuries into consideration with the weight and the heft of what they're supposed to do. C+. You almost got to a B had you regained your starting role. But I think C+ is fair for Patty McNair for what he was able to contribute early on in the season. Like, he was important and, in really cementing that back line and being that classical center back paired with Christopher McVay. He goes down, McVay stays. And then you start throwing Manu Dua in there with McVay. And Manu Dua just never stopped being a starter. And you got dispossessed by depositioned by not just a younger player, but a younger player who's playing out of position.
Yeah.
So C+ is generous by me.
To me,
Moshabani?
a player that loses their starting spot.
To me, Moshabani.
That was
Sorry.
a while ago.
That's really funny. A player that loses their starting position does not deserve anything higher than a B, anything higher than a C. So I'm gonna go with the C for Patty McNair.
Okay.
Because the games that he did play, like, he was great. He said it himself that, adapting to that style was pretty easy for him because he was kind of like used to it a little bit. But I didn't see anything impressive, anything that like Manu Dua has done.
Yeah.
He never made me go, oh, damn, that was a good play. Like, he played it safely. He did his job. A C, that's you doing your job.
Yeah. You never really went, man, this team needs Patty McNair.
No,
Like, oh, they
never.
miss him.
Never. So I'm gonna go with
At the
C.
beginning of the season, I thought he would definitely need to be in that back line.
Yeah. Like, that's why you got him. Like, that's a name. You're like, whoa, okay, SDFC. Like, we're playing, right? Like, we're going into Premier League names. Okay. Like, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I would agree. Probably C, just a straight C. He had a solid season. I think he definitely expects better out of himself as well. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets more minutes next year. Honestly, if he has like a healthier season, maybe him and Chris McVay go back and forth a little bit. Maybe Manu Dua goes up sometimes. So maybe you put
Leafs.
Yeah, he could be sold. I think that's also another important thing to consider at this point. Yeah, Manu Dua is. There's no guarantees that Manu Dua is going to be staying here in San Diego because of how many offers he's gotten from, not offers yet. I don't think he's officially gotten an offer, but like they've already been reports of scouts already in San Diego to watch Manu Dua.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a matter of time when he goes to Europe. To be honest, if he continues to play there. So let's go with the next defender on the list. Ian Pilcher. Is that the one who's next in your guys' list?
Ian Pilcher is next. The super draft player that San Diego FC picked up.
Look, if we were to do grades after his debut against Austin early in the season, we'd probably say, man, this kid's not good. Like, he's very green. But this guy stepped up so many times for San Diego FC when players kept getting injured. It's
playing out of position.
It's so hard for a center back to adapt the right back position. Like, it's a very different position, especially the way San Diego FC plays. I think Ian Pilcher did very well. There were times where he got beat. I think that Western Conference Final was one of his worst games in his career as well. However, he, as a rookie, he did great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a B because he was solid. There was a lot of plays that I'm like, oh dang, Ian Pilcher, like, he had that like goal line save that probably bumps up like to the back of your mind where you're like, oh shit, Ian Pilcher did that. So I'm gonna go with AB.
What's the highest grade possible? A or A plus?
A plus.
It's gonna be A plus.
Which no one's gotten yet.
No one's gotten yet. But will they get it? Pilcher's saying, everybody's saying B plus, B plus, B plus, B plus, B.
Hey, by the way,
So
we didn't check the grades, the fan grades for Patty McNair.
I'll check one right now.
Yeah.
But
For Ian Pilcher, I think if you asked me at the end of the quarterfinal, I would have probably technically Western Conference semifinal, but I would have probably given him an A minus, maybe an A, just because of how versatile he's been. He was solid as a center back, especially like you said after that Austin game. You wonder like, okay, how much is he going to play? But he really was able to like step it back up and find himself again. But then in this, it's hard to ignore what happened in that last game because they had to sub him out at halftime because of how poor he was playing.
Yeah,
and I think when that happens to a defender, you have to be really dinged for that. Obviously, you're playing. That was a tough Vancouver team at the time, but it was. I think that's going to be a lasting moment. It'll be really interesting to see how Ian Pilcher bounces back from that, because doing that in a final game can really mess with your head. But also, we saw him do it in his debut, so maybe this makes him even stronger of a player. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he develops. But I'll probably stick with a B plus.
Yeah, in Dragon Ball, whenever you're so close to the brink to dying, they get that Zenkai boost, and you come back up even stronger, like that. So, like everybody's saying in the beginning of the season, yes, it was F minus. It was terrible. It was absolutely wow. Really, we let Sammy Kanan go from USD because they weren't ready, and then you throw Ian Pilcher and he gets destroyed by a real man in Brandon Vasquez in the first out. It was not good.
That was crazy.
For Ian Pilcher.
Yeah,
it was not good. And then you see the development. If we're liking this again to studies, and it's this kid just wasn't getting it, and then he goes to tutoring, and then he starts working, and then. From what I understand and from what I've seen from talking to people within with the organization too, he was the best of the students, literally the best of the students in learning and applying and his craft and working on it. So he worked, and he would have been a C for me. Just, hey, you got to average, but then he delivered one of the greatest plays in San Diego sports history.
¿Qué pasó, güey?
Penalties. They did the same at home against Seattle. Pereira for Lud all the way through. Puts on the brakes. Rapid. Oh! The play of the game.
He did it all himself.
Because of that play,
because
they
of this
threw
play.
him for media availability. They did all this reports on him and everything. So not like that. This is, like you said, Tony, one of the greatest plays in San Diego sports history.
He does it all himself. Mano doesn't even get involved. It's all him stopping, reading, getting out of the way.
Touch it with your hand.
Touch it.
Don't
with
touch
the
it.
knee. Still, just get out of the way. Get out of the way. Mano's not going to kick it, so I have to go ahead and do it myself.
Yeah,
and he kicks it away. For that, I think it's going to go ahead and land him with a B plus. The plus is because he would have been an A had it not been for that game.
Yeah,
it would have been an A had it not been for that game.
All right. Well, I mean, this is a great transition after this play to the next player on the list, which is Manu Dua, who's listed as a midfielder, by the way.
He's still listed as a midfielder.
He was a defender for this team.
He said he'd probably stay in the center back spot too at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, I know. He said he'll play anywhere where Mikey asks him to play, and I think he genuinely enjoyed playing the center back role. I think he finds it easy. When you're a center defensive mid, you're running so much, you're passing the ball, and he understands the amount of praise and how good he is as a center back. Yeah. He's I'm just gonna stick to this. I'm pretty sure if we would have seen Sergio Busquets transition to a center back role, we saw with Javier Mascherano. Mascherano was a defensive midfielder, and then he went to a center back, and he did great. I'm pretty sure Busquets would have been a great center back as well. Manu Dua is showing that at 19 years old, he took over the starting back line. And I know it probably wasn't my turn. I think it was your turn, Tony, to grade first. I'm gonna go ahead and let you grade it.
Manu Dua took the position out of a world-renowned, in terms of namesake, in Patty McNair. He took it out of position, played great. Not only that, like he did it with an elegance that it was very aesthetically pleasing to watch him play the center back position, even though he gave you a heart attack every other time he passed it through the middle. But it somehow always ended up working. Like it's so smooth the way he does his transitions in the middle. If I was the goalkeeper behind him, I'd be so upset in times when just get rid of the ball. But then he just plays it so smoothly and carefully.
Like he midfielder.
Also, an incredibly clean player. That's something that for a defender cannot be understated. A very, very clean player that didn't lose his composure, didn't lose his head, and was able to stay in the pocket every single time, even when he was poked, prodded, and pressed. Like he always maintained his composure, and he had his cool, had his moments. Talking about Oni Valakari's first playoff goal, right? How did that start? With a Manu Dua shot from outside of the box. He felt himself, he shot it, hit the post, bounces back, Valakari taps it in. So throughout the season, he's been important on every single facet that he's touched, essentially. And you know, he's that person that people started looking into for like a smile, and everybody just who's enjoying playing out there. And Manu Dua is that player. So A+.
Wow.
Oh wow.
A+.
A+.
I would say A.
I was gonna go with an A.
Couple of moments.
The plus for me, again, as a goalkeeper, is those goal line clearances with his head. He even did one against Vancouver in the last game. Like,
Yeah, the reason I don't give him an
incredible.
A+ is because he got beat
Exactly.
behind his back so many times, and
But he made up for it.
Vancouver was one of those teams that picked that up early, and they were sending those through balls over Manu Dua. So I granted, it's not his fault. He's adopting the center back position. But if we're really grading him as a center back, I think if he stays another season, he'll probably be an A+. I think this season he's an A because there were those flaws to his game because he didn't know the position very well. So I agree with Abe. I'm gonna go with an A.
Leave some room for growth.
I think there's only one A+ in this season.
Ooh, that's a good. Yeah, leave some room for growth. I like that.
Okay.
There's always room to.
I won't knock that A+, but I will defend my A+ with your own logic whenever that comes up for my Manu Dua here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So, all right. You guys went with
A.
A's.
Yep.
People agree. Let's look at ¿Qué dice la gente? Again, thank you, Philippe, for giving us this data. Let's start with who did we say? McNair, Patty McNair. Oof, a D.
D+.
A D+. Then it was.
I'm telling you, these fans are rough.
Ruthless. Leo Duro had a 4.484. Dang. Willie Kamado had a 5.39.
Those are Fs.
Those are not passing. That's Saturday school for you guys. All right.
Next
Pilcher
one
was 7.5, so a C, right in the middle.
Yeah,
and then Manu Dua
plus.
is a B+.
That's crazy.
Wow, the fans are rating pretty. Okay, maybe we need to be a little harsher. Who's next on our list? For me, is Luca Bombino. I don't know if that's who you have next.
Luca Bombino.
I think it is.
Yeah, Bombino.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one.
There's a lot of
Because-
defenders.
They have a lot of defenders. Luca Bombino. Okay, I said there were. All right, I gotta think about this one. But Luca Bombino was probably the best rookie for San Diego FC. Probably the best defender this season for San Diego FC.
Mhm.
He impressed everyone. The way, like from the moment he started, you knew he was gonna take over Franco Negri's spot.
Mhm.
Like when he came in and he played, like you were like, dude, and he got better every game. Like there was no decline on that. Like he got hit. He was playing at the right back position at some points because everyone kept getting hurt. Like this kid is him.
Mhm.
Like he is the player that should be leaving to Europe soon. Like he's going to start at the left back position for the U.S. men's national team in 2030.
Wow.
Okay.
Like he's gonna be the starting left back. I know I said there was probably just one A+. He's close. He's close to the A+. If he would have started every single game for the season, and played at this level, I probably would have gone with the A+. But I'm gonna go with an A.
Leave some room for growth, Esteban.
I just where's the World Cup going to be in 2030?
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's what it is. But aren't they like starting it in like 3 different places or something weird? Isn't that a thing?
Isn't it Uruguay or something like the
Oh, 'cause
first
it's the
game? 'Cause it's the
anniversary?
anniversary.
Yeah.
I think it might be Uruguay and
Okay.
Brazil. Maybe
That's distraction, but it would be interesting to see if Luca Bombino does make that team, because I also agree he'll be playing in Europe within the next two years, I would say. And right now for this season for San Diego FC, he really made his mark and it was just unbelievable at so many different levels and is completely essential to the way San Diego FC plays. And to be such a young player and do that is really, really impressive. I would probably give him an A. I don't know about
Yeah.
A+. Maybe.
Why not?
I feel like there were times where just based on like a little, I think it'd probably call it like physicality. Just he got a little bit like he looked a little small out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they were kind of coming at him, but he also made some like great plays in those moments too. So it's hard for me to even like find any moments or think back to any memories where he was like truly bad.
So
Like he was awesome all year.
for in that same way, so 30 is Uruguay.
30 is Morocco, Portugal, and Spain, and the centenary match hosts are going to be Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay.
And then 34 is going to be
Saudi
Saudi.
Arabia.
Okay.
What do you grade Luca Bombino, Tony?
If I gave it A+ for Manodua, and I think that trajectory and played more games, I have to give him an A+ too.
With your logic, you would.
And that's again, I think what you kind of did, not saying that it's wrong, but it's just like you're almost nitpicking. You're almost trying to find
but
a reason
it's
not
still,
to be
it's
an
hard,
A+. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to just kind of argue against what he's been able to do, because again, I look at the beginning of the year, what's on the paper, what's your job to do, right? Was it to hopefully be a starter? To be a starter? Yeah, Franco Negri up there. Or to be the lockdown, like, no, there's no question. This is my position, Luca Bombino. And I don't think that was necessarily the goal for him coming in, but the fact that he was able to do that and just smash it in such a just type of way, like I am here, I may make my presence known, is enough to earn him an A+.
And to steal him from LAFC too.
I think that's
such a
is
such a feather in
LAFC
Tyler Hibbert
big
keeps his
move.
cap.
LAFC's like,
no, they
damn.
hate it.
Yeah,
They hate it.
100%. Even Mikey Vada said like keeping Luca Bombino was a no-brainer. That was all he said. Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go A+ then, right? Based on your cool. Next one is Oscar Verhoeven.
Verhoeven.
Oh, wait, what did the people give Bombino?
What did the people give Bombino? That is
¿Qué dice la gente?
Mesa.
An A?
9.14.
A-.
Wow.
That's A-.
I mean, yeah.
In this scale, guys, that might as well be 100%.
Is this on a curve, Philippe? Is there a curve?
Has to be. Has to be because let me check who. Well, I think that we're gonna rule
Andres
out.
Reyes. Let's go to that.
Andres
Next
Reyes?
No, we were
defender.
doing Verhoeven.
Oscar
Oh,
Verhoeven.
Verhoeven.
Abe, you start with Verhoeven.
Since you're all
Oof.
ready to go talking about defenders.
Yeah. Oscar Verhoeven, I think they really hearing Tyler Heap talk about Oscar Verhoeven was very interesting because he kind of saw him in that starting spot before he got injured. I think he really believed in what Oscar Verhoeven had to provide. I think he had some solid moments, but it was never long enough that you could truly like see, I think, make a true like determination on how good of a player he is. At least I didn't feel like I could. So I'd probably give him a C, maybe C+. But just because of those injuries and like 15 matches is a lot for a season, but I never really like saw just completely like amazing performances that would warrant anything above like a C+.
It's a C-, and I think a C is perfectly fine for his performance and what he was able to do this year. But I just aesthetically, the way that he showed, and you can see it through the broadcast, that he was winded. like anytime the camera would pan to Verhoeven, he was visibly huffing. Like, whew, like I barely got to that guy. And it's those little things that builds confidence in the opponent. Not so much lack of confidence for you, but just confidence in the opponent. They're like, okay, this kid's at his breaking point. Like he's a kid. Like where Bombino would, that's not necessarily show it as much. Like he didn't look just winded. Like, oh, geez, like Verhoeven like wore it for sure.
Some players have the stamina for that position.
So I think that's what knocks him down for me to a C-.
All right. I think for me, Verhoeven has a lot of potential. There's a reason why they're keeping him for next season. But I agree with you guys. I'm gonna go with a C- as well, just because he didn't make that impact. Like, he didn't make any like Ian Pilcher, Manu Dua type of saves. He didn't give any assists. I think Willy Kumado probably had more assists than Verhoeven and played less time. So I think that's something that I kind of like take into consideration with the fullback position, because they're a very offensive weapon for the way San Diego FC plays. And I think Verhoeven on the offensive side is not the strongest either. So I'm going to go with the C-.
The fans gave him a 5.96.
Philippe said that there's a curve that it's on there on the Google Forms. Not sure how to find it, but it's still. I think C- anywhere in the C's would be fair. Next defender on the list. It's the last defender. Is Andres Reyes.
Who?
Andres Reyes. He had a season-ending injury. He only played one game.
Who?
Technically, it could be an N/A, but I'm gonna go with an F.
Yeah, no, he has to. Like he played.
Yeah, and maybe we don't give him the letter grade F. Maybe we give him the
incomplete.
Not even incomplete.
He didn't complete the game he played.
He
got sent off.
I think it would be the same as Durant Free, where it's pass or fail, credit, no credit, and no credit.
Sorry, I skipped Chris McVeigh. We'll finish with Chris McVeigh. Andres Reyes. Credit, no credit. I'm gonna go no credit.
That's how I would grade him.
Tony.
I mean, how do you give? How do you give a 0? Like
it's injury too. Like maybe he was trying to like. They said he had a knee problem. Maybe that's why it took him so long to even start. So maybe. Like you're just trying to play through injuries, which is like tough. It's hard to expect a guy to do that. But
then knowing and during that time, what we mentioned as sourced information was that he actually decided to go down to Colombia and have surgery without telling the team. Like you just can't do that. And there was tension in that locker room before that season. You did call it, Jiva. And so, just for that maneuver alone, that's just the F-. Like, let alone your only contribution being a penalty red card.
He's here for another season. He's still here, guys. He's going to play next season. I'm excited to see what Andres Reyes brings to the table after having a crappy season.
I don't think there's a chance that he starts next season.
Poor Jan Hane, our Colombian colleague who is here, does great work in Spanish, and she does great work for Univision.
Was probably hyped that
because
at the beginning she was on the season. She was hyped that
she's like
he was there.
Oh shit, San Diego, 3 Colombians.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. She was so happy at the beginning. She has Daniel Arias, she has Tomas Angel, and then Andres Reyes.
Talk about the trifecta of
Colombia,
no minutes,
not representing well in the city of San Diego in soccer.
F-. Let's go with Chris McVeigh.
Someone later had a good comment. It was F. What was it? F job for attendance.
Yeah. Chris McVeigh was the second best defender this season for San Diego FC, just behind Luca Bombino. Chris McVeigh was not anywhere near the level that anybody thought he would have for San Diego FC this season. Like he came in and ruled that back line. Like he came in and surprised everybody. He only missed 2 games in the season. Like that is nuts. Chris McVeigh for me earns an A.
I have to completely agree with you for like really becoming a leader on the back line too. He was the only the lone veteran on that back line by the end, especially when you had Verhoeven, Dua, and Bombino. He's 28-year-old and looks like a complete veteran, completely unfazed, comfortable as the center back as well. I think he had a goal this year too.
2 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah, 2 goals. Getting that from center back is always great too. Usually it comes from the set piece, but he was super important to keeping the back line maintained, composed, really just comfortable at all times. I think from a young team, you'd always expect they might look a little stressed out. They rarely ever look like that, and that's all I think a credit to the goalkeepers and also Chris McVeigh and all the other players too. But
hey, shout out the Chaperone is an incredible nickname for Chris McVeigh.
Every game he's holding the permission slips.
This was tough because 100% and A, B plus, because again, you guys
did you say A plus?
See, this is where again I'm gonna whenever your A comes in, your A plus comes in, you're not factoring in too heavily that last game then because he got destroyed.
We're not there
yet. What are we talking about?
So we're not there.
Chris McVeigh.
Oh, Chris McVeigh got destroyed in the last game.
Yeah.
They all did.
I mean,
the only one who didn't was Chucky.
It's an A.
Oh, is that going to be your okay? Is that your A plus, Chucky? Okay.
He's mine.
I say A. He's a solid dude. Solid everything. Just give him an A.
All right, let's go midfielders.
Finally, jeez.
All right, the first one on my list here is Yepes Verskov.
El Capitan.
Talk about players that really didn't miss. He only missed 1 game. 90% passing rating as a midfielder is fucking nuts, guys.
Yeah.
90% as a midfielder. He had the most passes in the league. 90% pass. Dude, you talk about quarterbacks and you're dude, he has a 90-something% passing rate. That's insane.
Yeah.
This guy is nuts, guys. He's you know what? The only reason I think there's only 1 A plus for me. But I'm gonna change my mind. I think Yepe is deserving of an A plus.
Wow.
And I had my argument as to why my one player was the only A plus, but Yepes Verskov is too good to not give him an A plus.
Yeah. You know, me and Chiva have been pretty on lockstep today, and I also agree. A plus, man. Without him in that midfield, he completely controlled everything. I mean, he's an MLS All-Star too. Just every other team when they would play San Diego would point to Yepes Verskov and say, "Who is that?"
It makes me think, hey, Tyler Heaps, you should really look at who Denmark has at the starting 6 because then you want to get that guy if he's getting minutes over Verskov for the national team. Tony?
When did you make this?
I made this online at Disneyland just to give you an idea of how long I've been believing in Yepes Verskov, the midfield general. Incredible season for Yepe. Incredible Photoshop by Tony.
That's actually pretty good. You can barely see it. When you make it small, you can barely see where the face is.
Yeah, no, 100%. So yeah, it's an A plus. He's an all-star. He just kind of took the entire season by storm and made people
the second best player in the
there
team
too.
If you're my personal reference to tell people, hey, if you want to understand soccer and start actually looking at the boring aspects of soccer and just really kind of understand the game to that, just watch that guy. Just watch how that guy plays. And you'll start to figure out if you know sports or you just kind of can
he's not scared of speaking up either. He came out and said, yeah, the field was shit today, guys. This cannot happen for the final. Come on, what is this? He was the second best player just behind Anders Dreyer, and he deserves an A plus.
I bet if you go through every goal for San Diego FC this season, there's going to be a part of it that you can trace back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's he either made that one pass or created that little bit of space that it's just so important to to the midfield and just the whole system of how it all works. It's all a spider web, and without him right there in the middle, it would all just fall apart.
Yeah. So, for the ladies, yeah, he's not difficult to look at. I would assume. Yeah,
all right. Next one on the list is
you like that way of saying it. He's not difficult to look at, as opposed to the three lads here.
the next one on the list is Oni Valakari.
I don't have a cool Photoshop for him.
Yeah, Oni Valakari. Who wants to start with this one? Let's go with Tony. Tony, go ahead. I think we lost like the rotation, going, but yeah, Tony, go ahead.
So Oni Valakari, in my eyes, was the guy who was going to be that 8. Like I saw that 8 on him and got excited because for me, 8, favorite player of all time, Frank Lampard, center attacking midfielder who can still kind of produce. So I didn't really see him in the role that I wanted to see him. I wanted to see him more in that Luca de la Torre outside of the box, take shots sort of situation. But because of the different things and things he was asked to do, I don't think we were able to see his best out of what we could have seen. His first touch is so bad. It's so bad. In the midfield, up top, like that ball just kind of bounces. And because of his long legs, sometimes he's able to recuperate. He's able to kind of come back. But that extra touch that he has kind of gives the flow of what SanDiego is trying to do, just like a speed bump of like, okay, we got to reset, wait for him to get it. Okay, he got it. Cool. Now we go. Okay, he's going to go ahead and get the ball. Okay, get it. Now I need you to turn in 3, 2, 1. But he's still turning. Like he doesn't necessarily know how to play where he's being asked to up front. But he made it work. And that's the thing. So for not being able to see the best of him, that's unfortunate. Not his fault necessarily. But I'll give him he did score the first goal ever and the first playoff goal. Very important. I'm gonna give him a B. I was gonna go B minus, but like we just didn't see him. He was not put up set up for success for his play style.
I think if anybody gave him a B plus, it's just of how versatile he is. He can play many positions, and he said it himself at the end of the season, like media availability. Like that's probably the reason why he played a lot, is because he can play multiple positions. I think his stats are a little inflated with his assists. He has 11 assists. I'm pretty sure a lot of those are like past 2 assists, which in MLS counts as an assist. I'm going to agree with you, Tony. I'm going to give him a B because his finishing was horrible. His first touch isn't the best, but I think he is a difference maker. I think he does make an impact on the field, and he lets his presence known. It's not every time you get a very like physical, tall, like center midfielder, and I think him and Yeppe complement their game very well. And again, it very much benefits them that he can really sit at that false 9. He can play at the wing side. Whether he's good at that position, probably not, but he's able to kind of play it all right. So I'm going to go with a B.
And he took Luca de la Torre's starting spot, which is crazy to imagine looking back at the beginning of the year. He was like, had such chemistry in that midfield with Godoy and Anders and Yeppe. Like the way it all worked by the end, I thought was really, really impressive. And considering how much he played around the pitch, I would probably give him a B plus, just because it's like maybe in the actual class he got a B, but he did a little extra credit.
His citizenship grade was an A plus, right? Like you get your
teacher's pet.
Yeah,
a bit of a teacher's pet, right?
Yeah, 100%. And then you kind of ask him to do like, hey, I need you to be over here. And you're like, okay, like you're gonna have a solid performance. But then you saw what he can do in that game against Portland, was it? Where he did 2 assists exactly the same way. Just found who was it? Pellegrino, and found Dreyer the same exact way. And so I want to see more of that Oni Valakari. ¿Qué dice la gente? People gave Oni Valakari.
I think they probably rated him pretty high.
7.65.
Yeah.
C.
That's a C plus.
It's a C in the middle. That's rounding way up. They had given Yepes first cup a 9.1. Okay. All right.
Next midfielder on the list is number 15, Pedro Soma.
Who got a 5.9 by the fans.
I was getting Pedro Soma and Leo Duro switched up because they joined at the same exact time.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense.
Okay,
gotcha.
Yeah. Pedro Soma played 5 games, 66 minutes. Look, I think he can learn a lot about from Yipper's first cup, and I think he probably has. We didn't see a lot, but the bits and pieces that we did see kind of do give you hope for somewhat of the future for that midfield role. I'm gonna give Pedro Soma I'm gonna go with a C- just because he didn't play that much.
Yeah.
And it's hard to give him anything higher than that for me.
I agree with that C- for those same reasons.
Credit, no credit. You get credit.
You get credit.
You don't get the same credit that Duran Free does. Duran Free gets the
Absolutely.
Good job.
Hey,
100%.
Pedro Soma is like you give Duran Free the test back. Hey, great job. Then
Look,
you just put the test back on Pedro Soma's test, but he passed.
Pedro Soma is this. Like, hey, good stuff. Duran Free is this. Hey, good stuff, man.
Duran Free didn't do a single thing of homework the entire season. And then he comes up with the final project and it's just wow. It's like, oh, wow. Like,
Yeah.
excellent. I really dig your little mission that you did. Did you guys do the mission?
Yeah. Looking back, that's kind of problematic. Yeah.
I never did the mission. And I'm
Actually,
very
I never
okay
had
with
to
that.
make the actual like diorama or anything, but
have
we
no idea
learned.
what you guys are talking about.
When did you come to the States?
4th grade.
And you still speak like that? No. Me too.
For California education,
It
it
was
was,
fourth grade.
part of it in like history to like make a California mission, like diorama, and like talk about the history of it.
And I don't know. I don't think I did that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I
It's
also had to go to
indoctrination
summer
into
school.
the Catholic Church.
I had to go to
for
summer school.
a lot of
4th grade
Californians
because I didn't pass the CST.
this is you didn't do that?
No, I did not do that.
Look at that. I'm so thankful I didn't get to do that.
I didn't.
I really
do
hope
that.
there's
My
there's
sister did it.
waivers.
I
That's not
remember.
okay.
I
Yeah.
really hope there's waivers for that. Yeah, no, 100%.
They made everyone do it.
Everybody.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it either.
Yeah.
I came in 4th grade too. So I
Yeah.
think it was maybe like a first semester in
No, I started the school year, but I also went to school in Claremont. So I don't know if
That
did you go to
seems-
school in the Chula Vista
that seems
district?
exactly where
Yeah.
they would do it. Actually.
Uh,
For the summer,
right.
see
Next midfielder on the list is Aníbal Godoy,
Aníbal,
who is staying next season.
who is I'm pretty sure the coolest name other than
Aníbal.
like
Ooh.
coolest first name. Because
Aníbal.
Valakari is for sure.
Oni Valakari's best overall name is just so fun to say. Oni Valakari. Like it's a great name, but Aníbal Godoy. It's the best first name, I think. Why are you looking up
Aníbal.
SoundCloud?
because
Aníbal
they had the
Godoy.
pronunciation guide
Oh.
and the players saying it themselves.
It's Aníbal. Yeah, it is Aníbal. The acentos on the I. Aníbal.
Aníbal.
For Aníbal Godoy, I think that's probably an A-.
Aníbal. Ooh.
Maybe an A.
Reasons?
He was.
Please show your
Come
work.
on, tell me why.
Yeah.
Show your work, Abe.
Okay, well, he was like just the second captain on this team, especially in the midfield. He was super duper important, and I think every team in the rest of the league kind of had to respect San Diego because of how much of defensive presence that he was in that midfield in a way that I think the rest of San Diego never really felt like. Like if it ever felt like, okay, who's gonna foul me? Aníbal Godoy was the person, and every team needs that kind of person. And it's not in a like dangerous way or like he's just a big hunk dude that's just always bump into people. The fouls that he's making are important, intentional, and just necessary to every single soccer team. And
Yeah.
he was also making like great passes in the midfield and earning a spot over Luca de la Torre too. Like he deserves at the very least an A-, I think. Especially I tend to give midfielders higher grades, I think, just because of how important that position is. So I would give him an A-.
I agree with Esteban. If you told me that there was going to be one player to get a red card this season, I would have told you it was Aníbal Godoy
Yeah.
for sure. Like he's
Even
gonna
in
get a red card.
Coachella, you could have put the money. You would have been like,
Yeah,
yep.
he was crunching tackles immediately, and at all points we were kind of like, all right, when is this gonna break down? When is he gonna break down? Like his age is just at a point where he can't keep going, but he did. And
Was he the oldest player on the team? I think he was,
I
right?
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 35.
Nicknamed El Samurai. in Spanish.
He had 91% passing.
Jeez, dude.
Like he, just to give some context, right? He attempted 1,562 passes and he completed 1,432 of those. Yepe attempted 2,941 passes and completed 2,661 of those.
That's crazy numbers.
Like it's insane. Like even 1,500 is freaking nuts of like attempted passes. That's how much San Diego FC really play the short ball and do that. I agree with you guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Eidevall Godoy just because again he kind of lost his starting spot for a bit. I'm gonna go with an A-.
In the 99th percentile, Eidevall Godoy in passes attempted, pass completion 98, progressive passes. So looking at what Luca de la Torre wasn't doing is passes that mean something, right? When you look at La Torre, he would just pass back or pass to the side. He'd never move the ball forward. And also 99% in touches. So he's always on the ball for an enforcing midfielder. That's impressive. And then 99 percentile of aerial battles won.
That's where the enforcer comes in.
That's
like you jump in the air. I'm taking it back.
Yeah. And he's, what is he? 5'11". He's not the tallest guy. He's not the tallest guy in the midfield. So good stuff there. Yeah. A- for that. Incredible stuff by Eidevall Godoy for sure.
Next guy on here.
What do the fans give him? B+? A B?
But they're tough.
They're tough.
Crowd.
Yeah, tough crowd.
Very tough crowd. Next one I had on here, at least with the one with the pictures, Tony. He's the last one, but Luca de la Torre is still technically on here as we are grading him. So I found him.
Oh, we missed Negri.
Oh, shoot.
We'll go back. We'll go back with the people who aren't here.
Yeah.
But okay, Luca de la Torre.
Started 24 games for San Diego FC.
A lot. 24 is a lot.
24 is a lot out of 30 games played in the regular season. So he did get called up to the national team a couple of times, returning. I think if the season ended halfway, like back in the summer, I would probably tell you, damn, Luca de la Torre probably gets a B+, A-. But the way the season ended, to me, he gets a C+. I think he did enough at the beginning, but then kind of started slacking a little bit. So I think he's a C+. I mean, the rumor mill has it that he's coming back to MLS, not to San Diego FC.
I think that I expected him to be a lot better than he was. And at the beginning of the season, it kind of looked like, okay, he's getting his feet under him. He's kind of finding his place within this team, within the MLS, and just working through it. And then it got to a point where when he wasn't playing and you saw how the team was playing, you realize like, oh, that's what they look like without Luca de la Torre. When Oni Vallecari and when Eidevall Godoy and Yepe Sverskov are all connecting and doing everything in the same exact moments, it looked a lot better. So for that reason, I probably wasn't in the camp of like, hey, take his starting spot away. But then when they started doing that, it was like, okay, man, you got to keep him off the things just because of how much better this team looks without him. So for that, and he did play a lot and was important to creating such a strong regular season for San Diego. So for that, I'd probably say B-, maybe a C+. But he wasn't completely like.
I think there's I don't know, a B.
Yeah, man. Like he's important. Like he played 30 games.
He played 24.
24, but
what did he do in those 30 games?
He got 5 goals, 2 assists, 87% pass percentage. He had 38 fouls. He suffered 9 fouls, 4 yellow cards, and the attacking end, he had a 2.65 XG, which is.
But he didn't score. Like he had a big XG, but he never scored.
10 shots on target. So 5 goals out of that.
Is a stat like shots he should have taken out of like 10 out of 60?
Sometimes it's important to make. You don't always have to be making the progressive passes.
You don't, but the way
that San Diego FC plays, it's not always trying to move ahead and move forward, and like you still have to be able to pass within yourselves, not just always up.
But within the style, CFC in much the same way where with Vallecari with the ball at his feet, sometimes it felt like a speed bump. Sometimes it felt like a speed bump whenever Luca La Torre would get in there. He just kind of, not that he didn't assimilate, but it did look better with Oni Valakari there. And it
was
look
just
better.
like everyone else was like getting better and getting better and getting better. Like the water was rising and then he started kind of like drowning. Everyone was swimming forward and then he was like staying back still in the shallow end.
I will also say this. Mikey Varas is very straightforward, where if he knows that he's more than likely not going to be in his plans in the future, considering next season, he for sure didn't start him based on that. And I'm pretty sure that also affected Luca La Torre. He probably knew, hey, like they're not going to want me back. Okay, like I'm going to slack a little bit. Probably shouldn't have. Absolutely. He probably shouldn't have, but I wouldn't blame him if he did, because he already knows, okay, I'm still on their contract with Celta Vigo for the remaining of their season, which I'm probably not going to play a lot. But I can see Mikey Varas doing that. He did it with Milan Iloski.
4th highest scorer. So who is in front of him? Iloski, Dreyer,
and Chucky.
Chucky.
Yeah, that's why you can't give him anything lower than a B, dude.
No, I can
give him a B minus.
I can give him whatever I want.
C+.
This is my grade.
No, I'm not. I'm.
I want to give him a C+. Like
that's
C+. It seems fair. Like it seems fair.
I'm with you on that one.
You see, it's just there was more he could have done, and I think
he would admit that too.
100%.
He's been a better player. We've seen that out of him. Even with the national team, he had some moments where it's like, oh.
And if I took body language into consideration with Verhoeven, and just like wanting to be there, like he's just. I have a bias of that, of the players who just are almost there to clock in, clock out, like a Mesut Ozil. Like Ozil just played because he was good at it. It was my job. Just clock in, clock out. Like I don't like soccer, and just like that gives the ick.
He seems like he likes it more than those type of players.
Carlos Vela's also a player like that.
You've been watching too much Baller Crew. I think that's why Esteban gave him a B+. It was like, yeah, my homie. Check out.
Which player were you talking about right now?
De La Torre?
No, you compared like clock in, clock out.
Mesut Ozil.
How you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce it?
How do you pronounce it?
I am a fan of Francisco Velasco and how he pronounces players' names, and it's Mersu Ursul, something like that. Mersu.
The great Francisco Velasco did not need that slight. In the holiday season, dude. Come on.
No, I mean, what? I think he gets the pronunciations correctly, supposedly. I would hope he does. I would hope you do.
Dude, he's got a great TikTok. If you guys do,
follow him, dude. He has hundreds of thousands of followers.
Pronounce Mesut Ozil.
I don't know what you're talking about as far as it. He does the good pronunciations too, because.
Mesut Özil. Mesut Özil. Mesut Özil.
What did we?
Yeah, no, we can't hear it either. So
I can't hear it.
Mesut Özil.
Mesut
Ozil. Francisco Velasco, you're wrong on this one, dude.
Yeah.
Mesut Özil.
Ozil, that's different.
See, that's Turkish.
That's Turkish.
Shout out to Turkey.
Next midfielder on here is Alejandro Alvarado. He's the last midfielder.
Ooh. David Vasquez wasn't in the midfield, right? He was technically on the
wing. He was a winger.
Winger.
Alejandro Alvarado.
If he was
started 6 games, played 12 games.
I wouldn't have been surprised if he was starting at the end of the year if he hadn't gotten injured. He was pretty solid.
He could have been an Ian Pilcher. He could have been an Ian Pilcher type player, learning and growing. And I think Mikey Varas really liked him. I'm gonna give him a C-. Just because he didn't really play much.
Yeah,
did you guys give Francisco Velasco a C?
That's me. I give
on that pronunciation. I'm gonna go with this. Can I change it? I'm gonna go C.
I'll go B.
C-, just for utility.
Yeah, B- injury.
And yeah, the injury affected him in that. So
yeah,
he was on the trajectory because he did have a couple good games, but he also had just like kind of those Ian Pilchery games where it's just like, it's in those kind of way in a
The
certain way.
ceiling definitely looks high on him, though.
Yeah, 100%.
It can be
100%.
high for how he plays.
Like he plays like a MLS veteran,
Do
and he's very young.
we want to give a quick grade for Franco Negri?
You know, the fact that we forgot to grade him says a lot about.
I will say he came in as a sub in a game and scored the winning goal, and that gives him enough credit to pass.
A hard time in Salt
I'm gonna
Lake.
give Franco Negri a C minus.
Yeah, he passed C minus. He did score. Real Salt Lake. He had no right. You remember how young we were back then, guys? San Diego FC versus Real Salt Lake.
Dude, even like Tyler
How
Heaps after the
long
game
ago?
was like, if you would have told me that Franco Negri was going to score, I would have told you you're crazy.
Yeah, the first. I was really.
It wasn't it was in Salt Lake.
in Salt Lake. It was the first away game. This one, yeah. Franco Negri had. It was drier.
He scored it right before the halftime, wasn't it?
So is this? Yeah, it's gonna be it. Look at this. How young?
Can't hear anything.
What?
Ay, boy,
You got to share.
tranquilo.
Yeah.
Ay, boy, tranquilo. Oh man, that goalkeeper's pissed.
You've gotten bad at your scrolling skills.
You're
honestly.
pretty bad today, yeah.
You've been better.
You
Be honest.
Yeah, you get like a C minus right now.
Boy, into the area. And now heavy deflection and out.
Fits, and
There you
there's
go.
some negatives that come along with that. The
Look at the
adaptation
run.
period, the spending money, and
What is
he
how
doing
there?
quickly.
He has no right to be
Tomas
there.
Angel.
Tomas Angel with the assist of the year.
And San Diego is level.
When everybody thought that the
Ah.
future of San Diego FC was gonna run through Tomas Angel and Franco Negri.
Man,
Look at the flex by Tomas Angel on the bottom corner.
like yes, I'm him.
Yeah, very
Hey, he lift off that height. Well, I can't wait to grade him.
very Himothy energy by Tomas Angel early
Yeah.
on.
Franco Negri though, C minus, C minus, C.
That was a really good. That was a really
Yes.
good cross.
C.
Minus, C minus, he's part of the team.
All right,
And it passed.
let's move on to attacking players based on that order of the pictures. This includes strikers and wingers. First one, Marcus Invarksten.
Oof.
One of the most.
Oof y recontra. Oof.
Oof.
I think if you're telling the story of the season,
Oh, Lawfulson, I think he didn't make it to the
didn't-
half.
Yeah, he didn't finish
And
it.
we did it
He
at the
didn't-
half,
yeah,
so
he
he's-
didn't finish it.
You got to see, probably.
yeah, for me, yeah, if you're writing the story of San Diego FC's inaugural season, Marcus Ingvartsen's one of the most important names on there when you really think about it, just because he's the 9. He's one of the highest paid players up in that top line too, and was one of the first chosen coming from Denmark, from the Right to Dream, from FC Nordsjælland, all of this stuff. And the way he played was just, at first you're like, okay, and then there's a moment where you're like, okay, I see it. And then he got injured and was injured for a very long time. And we told you he was injured for the exact amount of time he was injured, and some people got in trouble for that, even though they were correct.
No. Some people by Tony saying Tony got harassed by that.
No, I'll tell you the quote. I was told, quote, by per San Diego FC,
Representatives.
told me over the phone after harassing me of how dare I. The quote that I love was, "You are hurting the team with this information." I'm so sorry. I'll tell you right now to your face. I'm so sorry for hurting the team so much that they almost
made the
made it the Western
MLS Cup.
Conference MLS Cup. Oh my! I hurt them.
Hey, you know what, Tony?
So much.
It's your fault they didn't make the MLS
It's
Cup.
I will wear
Why
that.
did you
out. I
report
will
that Marcus
own that.
Ingvartsen news?
Had I not reported Marcus Invartsen's injury, I would have been reporting from Fort Lauderdale how San Diego FC got their ass beat by Messi. Like, I am apologetic to everybody in the chat in San Diego. I'm so sorry. I quote by per person of San Diego FC who has no right to call me like that. I heard the team.
I can't
Sorry.
wait
Okay, but
to
anyways.
tell you the day of who that person was.
Sorry.
That day will come.
Anyways,
I
but
give Marcus Vartson a D because he did score a very important goal, I guess, coming back from an injury, one of his 2 goals. So I'm gonna go with D minus.
yeah, he created a lot of questions at the 9 spot. But if you want to go by like, hey man, without Marcus Vartson, you don't get Milanowski. Without Marcus Vartson, you don't get Amal Pellegrino. Without his injury, you know what I mean?
I heard the team, guys.
That still doesn't. That still doesn't.
No,
shouldn't
yeah,
impact
he
his
probably
grade.
should get like a D plus. He had a goal. When he came back, there was a moment there where you're like, "Oh, is Marcus Vartson going
Look
to
at that man's
completely
face,
change the
Tony.
front line?"
You hurt that man's. You hurt that man by reporting that. What do you grade him now?
Hi, Marcus.
Okay.
That is a great way.
I first of all want to apologize for bringing such pain to you and your Skechers adorned feet, which maybe look into that being the reason why you were injured, wearing Skechers cleats. But I apologize, Marcus and Varson, for anything that I have caused you and your beautiful family. With that, you get a D.
I think he's going to be important to the future of San Diego FC, though.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think if he's not injured and is playing well in that 9 spot, he's going to be very important to that front line, just because he's able to make pretty solid passes and also have that goal scoring ability.
I do agree with George here. Interesting that MLS doesn't give any real injury status or types of injuries.
Lower leg, upper leg.
I agree, and again,
Yeah.
When you do, people get upset.
Yeah.
But every other major league sport, let's just put that, does it.
Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL, guys.
Oh, you mean his lower leg injury?
Yeah.
Unknown how long. That would totally be what with Patrick Mahomes out unknown period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower
leg
lower,
injury.
not even leg, lower body, lower extremity.
No,
That's
okay,
what-
no, they would say season-ending injury.
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Skechers.
We got to talk about ending injury when we talk Wave. So there's a little preview because there's something interesting that happened with the Wave in their end of season roster stuff. But
All right.
I'm sorry, I just got to address Skechers do exist, and
Next,
Marcus and Varson is the Skechers guy.
he's doubling down, man.
I'm trying to find other one because he does like the whole ass commercial. There's a whole lot of rehab for him. Sorry.
All right. Next player on this
There you go.
list.
Skechers.
There you go. Yep. Next player is Tomas Angel, the number 9.
oh, the real number 9. Yeah.
He's 22 games played, started 9 of them, 3 goals, 2 assists.
Remember that when he shook it off?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with an F. F minus. You're wearing the number 9, and you completely fell off in the first quarter of the season. You're an F minus. D minus, Esteban? Holy crap, that's nice.
But do you remember what happened against America? El America.
El campeón.
Wait. People are
El
whoa.
America.
I'm
That's crazy.
looking at D minuses here. I'm looking at
C's?
C's.
C minus. That's crazy. No, he
Don't forget about America.
He's a
man.
flop.
Your name is Chiva.
He's a flop, dude.
What did he do against America, man?
I don't give a damn what he did. Like he's a flop. Like he's wearing the number 9. Like, no. I don't think he should even come back next season.
Tommy Angel, where are you? Where are your stats? Because that's, you have the big name of Tomas Angel in the Angel namesake. Just, his dad is a legendary MLS player. I mean, stats wise, you can look at the stats when 92nd percentile of assists. Okay. 92nd percentile of pass completion, 91% in progressive passes. So I see where Esteban gives a D minus.
You can't. I don't
not
think.
an F.
maybe like failing grade. If you talk, I'll say a D. I wouldn't give him an F.
Crazy.
I wouldn't give him an F just because he scored some goal. F is like you didn't even.
I like this. I like just leading the witness, Philippe. What did the fans give him? Let's check. Let's check.
That will go up. It's number 9.
A
5.
Just
That's an F.
that's as straight across as it gets as an F. I would agree. F. He doesn't get the minus only because
609 soccer A++.
assists. Yeah, you just want violence.
He's good at defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
remember that he was high
Yeah.
pressing.
Yeah, Mikey
Very
Varas.
crazy.
He's
Very
pressing
crazy.
hard.
Defense.
Yeah.
He had
Without
to
the
say
ball.
nice things about him.
It was I think I agree with this. It's overdone and a little bit just people taking their frustration out on one player when it was the entire team that wasn't scoring goals. You're blaming it all on the one striker when he's the backup striker too. He's not even. It's Marcus and Martin that you should be mad at.
And then came.
Yeah, and then it
Milan
forced them
Milosevich.
to bring in somebody else.
Do we have to grade
Was-
Milanoski then by
yeah.
that logic?
No,
Yeah.
he didn't finish the season.
Got it. We are. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Tomas Angel didn't get hurt for the whole season.
I mean, emotionally.
No. I mean,
I think that
in Varston played like a
Nice.
few amount of games and got 1 goal less than
¿Qué dice el
Tomas Angel.
público?
That's crazy.
I
Tomas
would
Angel
give him
was
a
a
D.
failure.
I don't want
Tomas-
to. D's still a failing grade, by the way.
He's worse than a failing grade.
He's having to.
He scored goals. He made that cross to you. If you gave Franco Negri a C minus, he made that cross.
Franco Negri is way
Franco
better
Negri
at his
scored.
position.
Franco
Franco Negri is way better at the
Tomas
left back
Angel scored
position
a
than
goal.
Tomas Angel is as a striker. Like that's just
That
facts.
free kick, man, might have been the prettiest goal SanDiego FC
Fuck
scored
up.
all
Shut
year.
the fuck up, babe.
I've scored an equal amount of beautiful free kicks in MLS regular season as Tomas Angel.
Hmm.
So has everybody else here.
The next one on the list.
Tomas.
Wow. The next one is Anders Dreyer.
Honest.
Anders
Dreyer.
Dreyer.
Yeah, A plus.
A
It's,
plus.
it's hard to even
He's-
like have a conversation. MLS and potential
Yeah.
as second place MVP. I think. Did you guys see the voting totals on that? It was interesting to see. He got a lot more love from the players vote than anyone else.
Yeah, no. He played every single game for SanDiego FC this season.
Yeah,
Like
and to do that from with the travel is insane.
it's nuts, dude, what this guy did this season. Like he is the best player for SanDiego FC without a doubt. He's an A plus. Tony, if you don't give him an A plus, that's ridiculous. Give us your logic. You've been hinting at it. What's your argument?
I'm not knocking your A plus designation for honors dryers. I'm just saying that in the same way that you both took away an A plus from somebody based on the last game and doing the job, we've seen honors dryer score
Disappear.
Who did we
and
take
he
the A
didn't
plus
do
from
much
for the last game?
in the last game.
Who did we take the A plus from because of the last game?
Mano Dua.
Okay, Manu Dua didn't start every
It
single
wasn't,
game.
and it wasn't just the last game that he got beat.
Yeah, no, Manu Dua did not start
Oh,
every
it
single
wasn't-
game. Manu Dua did not.
It wasn't the only game that honors dryer didn't score.
Dude, he got freaking 19 goals, 19 assists in the regular season.
This is
Honors
literally.
Manu Dua
A
did
mirror
not.
to your
You're
own
arguing
logic.
between A plus and A.
Yeah, no,
I'm not arguing anything. I'm just defending my Manu Dua A plus. The honors dryer
which
is
fine.
obviously an A
That-
plus.
That was,
No question.
that was like an hour ago.
There's
dude.
no question that he's an A plus.
Okay, cool.
100%. Honors dryer did
Then we can
everything in
move on.
MLS.
Ooh, that's a good point. Penalties. They were questionable.
Honors dryer
He missed a
did
penalty, right?
not an important penalty. He didn't miss an important penalty
Hmm.
because it was Valakari, Sverskov, and Invarson in Portland who missed.
Yeah, he's an A plus.
He's
Despite all
giving
that,
Uncle at Thanksgiving vibes. No, you got to see.
Well, yeah, I love it. Just showing a mirror to your logic.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know,
A plus. Next one,
capital
El
doors were
Chucky
open.
Lozano.
Because the capital's a public area.
Look, Chucky Lozano, despite everything,
Mm.
played 27 games, started 22 of them, 9 goals, 10 assists.
What do
That's
the people,
making impact.
what do the people say about?
I'm gonna give Chucky a B plus. I think he was. I think everyone expected him to be an A plus signing. I think he was a bit of a letdown, but I think his performance, the stats speak for themselves as well. I think he deserves a B+. Got called back up to the Mexican national team.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a B+ is pretty fair.
Yep.
Despite suffering some injuries as well.
Just handing out national team call-ups. Abe?
Yeah, I think I would agree with a B+. So, just expectations-wise, I might have even considered A-, but expectations-wise for him as a player entering MLS, you might have thought
He was right here.
Yeah, exactly. He could have like came in and dominated the league. He wasn't that. Anders Jair was that, but he was still a really just great player on the wings, and he got injured in that first home game as well. So it's hard to give him an A because of how much time he was out with injury, and then the whole situation at the end of the year, which became it seemed like it didn't become a distraction for the players, but it definitely became a distraction for us and for everyone covering it. Even after the game, in their last, like the body isn't even cold yet, and the first things that are being talked about amongst the press: when is Chucky gonna leave? When is he gonna get loaned out? This is the first thing that's being talked about.
The citizenship grade needs improvement for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Jeff has been on it today.
Yeah, no, Jeff, just love it. It's a beautiful day here. So
I will say, I think,
not an A. Not an A. He
No.
knocked himself out with his behavior. From that.
No, I don't think that affects the
Uh,
grade for me.
His behavior
For me.
stopped him from being able to contribute in the play.
Because
So
of what
therefore-
Mikey Varas
But then
decided.
also,
I think Mikey
Pellegrino
Varas handled that
earned
very
the spot,
poorly.
yeah. Really?
I think
Really?
Mikey Varas handled that very
I think by
poorly.
the end, it was a question mark of like, should he be starting over Pellegrino?
He should have been.
Yeah.
I don't dude, he should have been. Like,
Dude.
again, I don't think Mikey Varas, I think that his ego of, I mean, we could talk about it after the grades, but I think his ego of just no one's above the team got the best of him. Like,
Well,
Chucky should have started over Pellegrino.
I do know that, like, sources say that that's actually backed, and it came from up higher, from not just Mikey, but the club themselves pushed for that move, and Mikey was just having to be the one to execute it too. Yes, Mikey was the one that said, "Yeah, you can't do that, and I'm going to put you on the bench." But it was the organization who was like, "Nope, we weren't, just no tolerance for this," and they're also the ones that pushed for that.
Well,
So
there's
it's just
also-
not just on Mikey Varas.
Yeah, there's a reason
And-
they didn't win the MLS Cup.
I also do think though that like if Pellegrino wasn't having a complete form of his season, his like MLS career, he would have been starting. It
If-
happened to coincide with Pellegrino playing at an unreal level that it was hard to bench a player like
I'm gonna say this: if Mo Salah comes next season,
Mhm.
he's not.
if he's not, but if he does,
Mhm.
and he does the same fucking tantrum that Chucky did and
Mhm.
disrespects a coach during, like, they take him off at halftime because he had a shitty game,
Mhm.
and he doesn't start the next one, and then he becomes a bench warmer. I'm telling you, Mr. Mansour is gonna call Mikey Varas and say, "You better start Salah," because of the quality, like the level of the name itself.
But-
I think if it was the same thing, like if Messi did the same thing, they wouldn't have done that. I think just
Messi's
because it was
different.
Chucky, like,
But in the trajectory, again, in this Mo Salah trajectory, at that point, Mo Salah isn't scoring. He's getting frustrated. His frustration is seeping into the locker room, into the team visibly. And then at halftime, you blow up Mo Salah. You still have to go ahead and do that. But also, you have to factor in the rise of somebody like Pellegrino, which, yeah, if Pellegrino didn't exist, Chucky has to stay. Chucky has to start. But the fact that there was somebody who carried that position into where they eventually ended up being, guess what? It almost worked. Chucky Lozano was launched at halftime, and
I
it
think
almost
Chucky
worked.
scores the same amount of goals that Pellegrino was if he was in that same position.
I don't think he was in the same form.
I agree.
Yeah, I
Pellegrino, I mean, just it's tough to litigate all
the
of this.
Pellegrino grade is going to be interesting.
it is gonna be interesting. All right, well, Chucky, what did you give him? B plus? What did you give him?
Chucky B, just a solid, just
Okay.
B.
B plus.
Next player on the list, we have David Vasquez.
Did we ever do David?
No, we did
No.
Alvarado.
Ah, yes.
You pulled his picture.
David Vasquez, I mean, again, a player that stepped up in the moment in the season, mainly for like Leagues Cup. When there was only like 2 players available. But I like what I saw from him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he showed a lot of promise. There's a reason they keep him for next season. I'm gonna give him a C.
I think I didn't see a lot from just how many minutes did he play this season?
It was a couple, but he's versatile. He can also play in the midfield, and I think he played more in that center attacking midfielder role than the winger.
177 minutes.
Okay, so I was thinking of maybe giving the pass fail to him, given that same test that Pedro Soma and Duran Ferry got, but I think he played enough to have earned at least a C.
Okay, yeah, C. I agree.
But he has the potential. It's like, all right, you take this class next year, kid, you're gonna get an A.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can see that.
Like he passed the 101, and he's gonna do very well in the next 102. 103.
It's like, all right, you took the 101 class. Now you can take the next class,
Mhm.
and you're probably gonna do a really good job.
A player that we probably just want to give him a kind of like a
nod. Yeah,
Anis Aidi. He only played
in
9
the
minutes.
America game.
Yeah, but in the season he only played 9 minutes. Again, we're doing a season
no
like
credit. Yeah,
like we're not doing friendly grades. Like we're doing a season, regular
Mhm.
season.
The America game was part of the season, man. Can't forget
It was
that.
a friendly.
Yeah, you will not take that Tomas Angel free kick memory
jeez.
away from me, man.
All right,
it was a good goal.
Alex Mighton
I could have scored that. Alex might
started 11 games, played 26 of them in the regular season.
Oof.
1 goal.
He was shining and on a trajectory, but it's just a one-trick pony. And in this right to dream thing, you have to be able to do something else. He went into business for himself more times than not, and just wanted to go ahead and take on people and run through defenses and run through solid matter and legs, and you just can't do that. You just have to live another day, turn around, pass the ball. He did bring a energetic quality to the team, but overall, he just became a liability too, because if he loses the ball, then you have to go ahead and ask the defenders to go ahead and clean up a little bit more. So a C minus. He was part of the group.
I agree. I agree. C
C
minus.
minus, yeah.
I agree with that.
Consensus. Wow, was that our first consensus?
I think so.
No, Anders Schreier was an A plus.
Yeah, okay.
Like we knew that.
Philippe makes a
I
good point.
want-
Less goals than Tomas
C
Angel.
plus.
I want to go with Corey Baird because I want to leave Pellegrino at the end because I feel like that's going to be a fun conversation. Corey Baird.
He got injured
He played.
after that. A really solid first half when he first appeared.
That's crazy. He only played 5 regular season games for San Diego FC and 5 playoffs games.
Damn, the fans give Mighton an F.
Damn. Yeah. Corey Baird, I'd probably give him a C plus.
Look. If we're counting the playoffs, I'm gonna agree with you with a C plus. Because
Yeah, we are
I
counting
mean,
the playoffs.
yeah, like playoffs, he played a lot better. So I'm gonna go with a C plus as well, Abe. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Good sign forward.
Consensus there?
I think I'm just gonna go with a C, because he was contributing, but again, what's his job? Score goals. He assisted in the same way that the Masankel, we kind of give him crap for not scoring, but
He
being a
assisted.
good defender.
Look, Corey Baird was a response to not signing Milan Ilowski. They said, "Hey, let's bring another Esco kid over here."
Yeah. It's
What a coincidence. man.
as Elston says, they took off the 18th thread and then they
Put it
brought
back
it back
on.
in with Corey Baird.
Chiva, how are you gonna give Angel an F and mine a C minus? I think mine's a better player.
Yes.
I think he's a better
Mhm.
soccer player.
Yeah.
I think he's better at his position than Angel.
B for Baird. Okay.
All right, Amal Pellegrino, el troncazo.
Corey Baird isn't a striker, but he's supposed to be a goal scorer.
I mean,
He's kinda weird.
this team never got a striker. This team never. The one striker they had was Milan Ilowski. And if we were to grade his season, he'd be an A.
Oh,
I would give him a plus, honestly.
A plus.
Yeah. Every time he was on the pitch, dude.
All right, guys. What? All right, the detour pit stop.
Amal
what do you guys-
Pellegrino. Oh wait, no, yeah. Pit stop.
Yeah, pit stop. What do
That was a
you guys give him?
Milanovsky was
Milanovsky.
taking the class, was about to get an A+, and then withdrew from the class. He didn't get a pass or fail. Like he took the W on the class.
He said the teacher doesn't fucking like me. All right, I'm gonna switch to this teacher.
Yes, only counting SDFC.
Teacher was supposed to pay me
Only
a lot more
counting
money.
Milanovsky's time at SDFC is an A+.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then he transferred to another school.
Yeah.
Like
So
that's
then he
literally-
gets a different grade. Yeah.
And got a B+.
He transferred
over there.
school.
yeah, and it was a harder
Well,
class over there.
I mean, he won a supporter shield in that school.
He transferred schools back to Denmark, and then they said, actually, you can go back to school in the States if you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then-
I if Milanovsky stayed in San Diego for the remainder of the season, they would have won the supporter shield.
Whoa. I mean, Philadelphia won the supporter shield.
yeah, maybe.
That's
Maybe.
hilarious.
Anyway,
Amal
right.
Pellegrino to wrap it up with our season grades.
Ooh.
7
So,
games played in the regular season.
only-
with playoffs was 12 games played and started 9 of them. In that, 6 goals, 3 assists.
I love the duality of this. Pele cannot be more than a C. Can't give anything less than an A+ for that performance. Oh, never mind. I thought
You
it was
thought it was-
Pele. I thought it was Pele. I was like,
Pele.
oh, okay. Pellegrino
Okay.
gets a B+.
Okay. So if you consider Amal Pellegrino and his performance in the 9 spot and also on the wing spot, you have to consider both of them. Only Valakari in the 9 spot really wasn't that
He was
great.
an
He had,
It was not great.
And
he had some moments. He was better than Tomas Angel.
Yeah.
But
That's why an F. Angel was an F-.
okay. But Amal Pellegrino also did not look good at all in the 9 spot. I think he was probably, I would put him above Tomas Angel.
Been here
Or
the whole time.
would you put him above Tomas Angel in the 9 spot?
Yeah.
Wow, you hate Tomas Angel.
He actually kind of contributed more
Yeah.
than Tomas Angel in the 9th spot.
Yeah. He had 3
Yeah.
goals, 3 assists.
Tomas Angel
But-
was instrumental in the 3rd goal in the opening game against LA Galaxy.
Yeah. That pass was
And that
insane.
goal against
Beautiful assist.
that pass fooled everyone.
That
Pass fooled everyone thinking,
Oh.
shit, this guy's legit.
Okay.
He's legitness. Now, Tomas Angel, I'm going to give Tomas Angel, Amal Pellegrino.
obsessed, bro.
I'm going to give him a C+.
that last game, man. That second half, that Chucky Lozano second half was so huge.
I'm going to give Amal Pellegrino an A+ because he did get hot for a minute
Mhm.
when it mattered in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the C+.
Yeah.
Everything else I saw from him was so mid. It was so basic. Es un troncazo. He's not the best with the ball. He's a very mid player that fits well in that system.
I haven't seen anybody say A.
No,
He's not
I haven't seen
A.
anybody
because everyone
say
saw what he
A.
got in what he was as the 9 in the
Well-
just as a forward spot.
Amal Pellegrino for coming in and not knowing what the hell was going on at any point in terms of outside of the 90 minutes that he was allowed to play. He had no idea how many goals, how many games, what the playoff thing was. If there's penalties after, if it's 90 minutes, if there's points in playoffs and the team with most points goes through. He was at no
That
point
was funny.
locked in. No point was he locked into the stakes of what was happening around him. He was literally there just to plug and play. I can't fire myself. Don't worry. Amal Pellegrino earns a B-. It was a B-.
I'm not mad
He
at
was
that. Dude, he's a mid
he-
player. Guys,
he
he's
went-
35 years old, guys.
he got a team
Come
with a
on.
weak card.
We're not going to sit here and act like Amal Pellegrino is the future of San Diego FC. He's 35 freaking years old. He has one more year maybe with San Diego FC. Watch next season what happens. He's going to be trash. He's not even going to be in the rotation because he's going to fall off. That's just what it's going to be. He got hot in the playoffs and everyone's just kind of riding that wave of Amal Pellegrino's phenomenal. Yeah, he fits so well in the system. Yeah, he maybe does. But Chucky should have started over that. Come on now. You're paying him freaking $7 million and you're not starting him in the playoffs? That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Well, according to Mikey,
Which is why Mikey Varas does not get an A+ for me for his
we're
grade.
grading the
Okay,
coach.
well, real quick, C for Amal Filipino for me. But, okay,
Real
yeah,
quick,
let's
You
go.
gave him
Yeah.
lower than me.
What a dick.
Mikey Varas,
Mikey Varas. Michael M. Mikey Varas.
he gets an
He's not
A-
Michael.
for me.
Hmm.
Mikey Varas gets an A- for me. I think he handled the whole Chucky situation very poorly. I think he got his ego like ahead of him. Like Chucky should have started that game. I think there was a lot of substitutions that were questionable. The fact that he wouldn't really rotate a lot of things was just, to me, like not the best. I don't think he deserved to win Coach of the Year.
But
I
if you
still
think,
think he did a great job. An A- is great.
but if you think Mikey Varas deserves to win Coach of the Year for SanDiego.Futbol's end of the year awards, make sure you vote
for him.
Make sure you vote.
I think he did a better job than Jonas Eidevall did in his first season with Wave.
I would agree with that.
Chiva, your comments are hurting the team.
Fuck the team. I don't care if what my comments hurt them or not.
They weren't being serious. Wow. Here, I'm gonna mute you for a second. You need a chill pill. You okay?
Oh.
Ah, fuck. That wasn't you.
Okay. For me, Mike Varas gets an A. It's an expansion season. You have to build this all from the ground up and get everyone to believe in this. And he was able to do that. And it's hard to do that in MLS. You have a lot of travel and so many different players, personalities, things like that. And there are moments during this season where a team could have faltered when you're losing a Bolanolasky, when Chucky Lozano goes out at the beginning of the year with an injury, when Chucky Lozano is fighting with the team apparently in the second half at the end of the last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chucky Lozano for you.
He was able to keep this team pretty composed and focused on the right things. And I think he, like, honestly, like, just when you think about how much has happened this year, what he's done has been really, really impressive for the culture he's created. It's something that I think will probably last long beyond his time here. I don't know how long he's going to be here. It's kind of interesting to see how much time he's going to be spending in MLS. I mean, you never know, but yeah, Mikey Varas, definitely an A. A+ only would have been if maybe there were some moments where you could have made some changes. I think he stuck with Tomas Santin for a little bit too long too during the middle of the season. But that's what's keeping him from an A+.
Yeah, no, look. I feel like any other coach maybe would have panicked and said, okay, this right to dream stuff's not working when they had that little bit of a losing streak, and he stuck to it. I give him props for that. He said, we're going to stick to this no matter what. And, sometimes he said it himself, sometimes you're going to have to fall on the sword. And I give him props for that.
I give him an A. Like, he would have gotten plus just had he not been out coached in important moments sometimes. And in times too, they're like, this was the bias I feel too for the voters of MLS, why he was a distant third in Coach of the Year, is that people look at what was SanDiego FC. SanDiego FC was a blueprint, and you just kind of needed somebody to navigate and drive the ship, but the blueprint's already there. Where does Right to Dream start and Mikey Varas, his own coaching method, start? Like, where does one start? Where does one end? They're pretty much the same. And in being the same and not having that identity, it's just kind of like, okay, well, you just were given the book with all the answers, again, going back to school, and you're just kind of transposing them and you're getting all the answers right. You're looking in the back of the book. Okay, cool. Like that. If this happens and this happens, okay, cool. There were management things that he had to do and manage a very young team and giving opportunities and seeing talent and putting him in the right positions. And I don't think anybody should be mad at an A. Not even A minus, just A. He did great.
Would you guys say, we're just looking at the standings, obviously they finished first, but they weren't the best team in the Western Conference? Like, I mean, Vancouver, any other league in the world, Vancouver would have ended first based on goal difference.
And they beat them when they played each other.
Match is the tiebreaker.
I think it was wins.
Hey,
first.
Sal Zizo, how are you, man? Welcome on Instagram.
What's up, Sal?
Two-time guest of the show.
It's an interesting question. I probably would give the edge to Vancouver. I mean, they played in the Western Conference Final. It's hard to say, like, oh, maybe they were the better team. No, they played in the Western Conference Final,
Yeah.
and Vancouver won. So Vancouver
That's against
definitely
the best played. Vancouver is
team.
the better
When
team.
you played Vancouver during the regular season, you had someone that scored a lot of goals, and then they weren't on the team anymore.
Have you guys seen the whole thing where Vancouver might get relocated?
Oh yeah, stadium stuff freaking sucks, man. Corporations are evil. Do not trust them. MLS at times can be evil, and it seems like they're really leaving the city of Vancouver high and dry. We've experienced this here in San Diego. I think it's horrible what they do in this city.
That's why I like my soccer institutions to be reputable and honest, nonprofit, even like FIFA.
Oh. Yeah, nonprofit.
Just a standard of morality in the soccer world.
Yeah, they even give out
FIFA.
peace prizes too. That's how beautiful, how
Yes.
cool they are.
I don't see MLS doing a peace prize anytime soon.
Jeez.
Speaking
Speaking of stadium relocation football, did you guys watch that Philip Rivers thing? I was like almost tearing up.
That was
gosh
nuts.
dang it! I told my kids that if you, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was like tearing up.
You had yourself a weekend, didn't you? Me too, with John Cena and Philip Rivers, kind of like.
Oh, that too, yeah.
John Cena lost.
Don't they always lose their last match?
Should, yeah. I think it was.
I think I've told you that, and you've retained that information. So good on you.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you would have known that real cool piece of wrestling lore. Without
you know what
it.
I did?
Because it's scripted. Why would they keep their title and retire? Then no one can take that title.
Yeah, that's how. That's
so
why
it makes no sense in a scripted thing.
I've seen it.
It looks
bro.
like
I
El
can see it.
Nalgón, El Nalguitas Vega.
Well,
Campeón de la Liga.
And the real swing Fryer isn't even looking at El Nalgon's real all right. Yeah, Triple H. He did what he had to do, dude.
Tyler Heap's
Heap's grade?
That's good point.
Tyler Heap's grade.
Shit, he gets. I think he gets an A+.
Wow, A+.
Are you guys gonna give us grades now?
I think Tyler Heap's gets an A+.
Wow.
Okay,
After what he did to.
Okay, wait. Let me
What did he
rethink
do?
that because A+ is like
100%.
that means his team would have won MLS Cup.
No. What's his job? His job is to put together the best team to give him a chance.
Their goal was to make the playoff.
Yeah, no, it's an A+. I think he exceeded all expectations with this team.
A+.
You give him an A+ too?
No, I give him an A for the same reason that Mikey didn't get the plus. I put him an A. They're both equal.
No, I think he's better at his
I
job
think
than
they
Mikey.
work in tandem completely, and that they have to. Their grades kind of have to be connected to each other. They're both like doing the homework at the same time. They study together. They get all the same grades.
You know, I give Mikey an A-, Tyler an A+. You combine them, you average it out. It's an A.
Okay. I like that. That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, questionable stuff with the 9. I mean, Andres Reyes has a decision, kind of confusing when you really think about it.
Okay. Iloski situation. Okay. Fine. Could have been handled better. Lawfulson was homesick. He wanted to leave.
I love
He
him.
left.
Was also not the best player. Luca de la Torre.
Luca de la
fell
Torre
off.
is a loan. The loan ended.
Yeah, that's true.
And now he's getting shopped around in MLS, and MLS teams.
But
are
even
like,
doing the loan in the first place, maybe that was the wrong.
guys, you just
Tom
name
Penn
people
grade.
Tom Penn grade.
Tom Penn gets a C+.
Okay.
C.
Yeah, Tyler Heap's.
It's like I'm not gonna grade the CEO.
Y'all need to get over Iloski. Okay, if that's them. That's what the fans decide on the Iloski lore. For sure.
Like getting just in acquiring the young talent alone, I think he
You know
maybe
what?
should even get it like
Yeah,
A+.
that's
Like
enough.
Chivas said.
He gets
Getting
enough.
Luca Bombino, choosing Manu Dua in the draft, Ian Pilcher in the draft as well,
making
finding Oscar Verhoeven from San Jose. He deserves a lot of.
Yeah, I agree. He did also change the legendary Lindsay Haran to Lindsay Heaps.
I don't think he made her. I think that was her decision.
No, I think he made was like, if you want to marry this,
No, she
guy-
did like an interview where she said
Yeah,
it
she
was a
did.
surprise.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cute how she did it.
Lindsay Heaps has never won a World Cup though, actually,
Yeah, no, she.
or a gold medal. Only Lindsay Haran.
Wow, Lindsey Horan gets an A. No.
All right.
Yeah,
Anything
Lewis
else?
Morgan. Have you heard anything about that? I tend to believe that that's pretty true. That trade's going to get finalized pretty soon.
Yeah, so that should be it could potentially be announced as soon as tomorrow. SanDiego likes to make those Tuesday announcements at 10 a.m. So
12 hours from now.
Wow, look at that. Tom Boogie Bomb Bogert making the connection here with
Tom Bombs.
Is that what he calls him?
No, we should call him that though.
Tom Bombs?
Yeah.
It's a little too cool.
Why'd you search me up?
Because I was looking for your announcement.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh,
I did
I know.
it on.
I know.
I just
And
like
that's why I
retweet
looked
stuff.
over there.
Okay.
But see how I can quickly don't question me.
Okay.
There's always a
It was
reason.
weird. He searched me up on X, ladies.
Yeah.
And gentlemen. I don't know if they can see the.
They can't see this, and they never will. So there's movements happening all through MLS for sure, but Lewis was a player who was injured for the majority of last season. Finalizing a deal for Lewis Morgan from the New York Red Bulls. He's 29. He would be a true striker, is what SanDiego FC, again, we've been talking about it for the last 2 hours, is lacking a real true striker. So
Yep, it should be a good signing. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of his game, so but 13 goals, 7 assists is not bad, especially if he was injured. So we'll see what happens. I think SanDiego FC needs a true striker that's going to be healthy. We'll see if Marcus Infarksen can stay healthy as well next season. So it's going to be interesting to see. Did we grade Boateng?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. And Emma Boateng no longer with
he gets
the
a
team.
D.
He gets a D. Making those fireman
D+.
saves that didn't really move the needle for me, for anybody.
For
Juan Mata?
for promotional purposes of Right to Dream, he gets an A+.
Yes, so we actually continued that. Guti coming to SanDiego FC are happening again. What do you guys think about that? So with talking,
Guti Gutierrez would not be a good fit for SanDiego FC. I'll say that right now. Like,
but it would
too
be,
old.
but he would be a good fit in terms of making Chucky happy.
Yeah, but I think
Is that your goal?
What?
To make Chucky happy?
No, I
Does
don't think
Chucky
your
need
goal-
to be happy for this team to be successful? I think they've kind of proven.
An emotional player like Chucky Lozano, where he plays with passion. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Maybe
but I think that could also like just affect the locker room when it's just them two against everybody else. Look, Guti Gutierrez is a great midfielder, but maybe he could adapt to that style, and then Chucky
Do
goes.
we need a bigger squad with everything happening next
Yeah,
next
that's-
season?
Yeah.
Why
And the thing is, you know
what?
what? Guti Gutierrez would be a good player to have against Pumas, who understands who some of this Liga MX player teams how they play. He's already spent 3 seasons with Chivas. We'll see. It could happen if the price is right.
It almost happened. It was supposed to happen, but from
Too damn expensive.
from what sources told me, and by sources,
Tyler Heaps.
no, it was Guti himself.
Remember when Cholos played?
When Cholos played Chivas,
Yeah.
and I was waiting for Chicharito to interview him, and then out of nowhere, boom, Guti is standing next to me. I'm like, oh, hey, dude, hey, so this, and this, like,
Yeah.
and there was a negotiation, but Chivas was just asking too much money for him.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he would start either for SanDiego FC. I mean, especially if Godoy's back, Balakari, I think they still stay with those 3. But who knows? Mikey will start whoever's playing better. We learned that about him. So
No, what if Guti and Chucky both sub on at the same time in the second half, like 60th minute? Come on, completely change the style of how they play into all Mexican style. They're just completely connecting, and MLS teams aren't ready for it.
I could see that happening.
but what if they don't connect anymore? I could see that happening either.
Oh,
They haven't
yeah.
played. They haven't played together in years.
And then not connecting with the rest of the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see as him coming to SanDiego FC. I think it'd be more. What's more likely, Guti or Mo Salah?
Guti.
I think Guti's more likely to
Okay.
happen.
Yeah, Guti's way better than Balakari.
It's surprising
Godoy.
how much Mo Salah's been. His name's been around in the ether of SanDiego FC.
I like that word, ether.
Mhm.
I don't think he ends up with San Diego either. I think he's going to end up in He's
Saudi
definitely
Arabia.
not going to stay in Liverpool.
Saudi Arabia, yeah.
He's not going to be in Liverpool.
Yeah. Oh no, Guti to Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was Chucky Lozano in Saudi Arabia this weekend, or
He was in Dubai.
he was in Dubai, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I was like, that's interesting. I wonder what he's doing in
Keep an
Dubai.
eye on that too.
Big name. Big seller.
Name.
Big jersey seller. All right.
Not the only Mexican over there.
Cool. Was
Quiñones.
SanDiego.Futbol's grade.
We still gotta talk some wave, dude.
You do?
Yeah, do we pull up the end of the season roster stuff real quick?
Yes.
I think there's something interesting to talk about here. Just pull up their email or whatever they sent out.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Because something interesting happened when they announced it. So some players are going to be leaving. I think the only player that's officially left is Hillary Beale. I think that's the only player that I truly am like, all right.
Bye.
I'm not a hater of any players. I think you can't be a hater when you're like covering players like this, but you can't break your foot on a penalty kick.
Yeah.
When you're the backup goalkeeper.
Literally
You
kicking
Yeah.
yourself.
So she did that not last year, but the year before. So always kind of crazy that Hillary Beale did that. But anyways, she's gone. Went to Houston. Good on her. But now the San Diego Wave have 17 players currently on their roster. I think among the players that are currently out of contract are so wait, here's the official press release. The club is in active discussions regarding contract options for the 2026 season with Melanie Barcenas, Naya Harrison, Jordan Fusco, Didi Hericic, and Hanna Lundqvist.
Okay.
So Naya Harrison, Jordan Fusco actually showed some really like good play and impressive stuff during World Sevens. I don't know how much you saw that, especially Jordan Fusco. I think we all kind of saw.
Jordan Fusco has been pretty good.
She
even
looked
when
pretty
she came
good.
on. Yeah.
She's a good. I think she's a great like bench player, where comes on second half, 60th minute, brings a little bit something to the attack especially when they're faltering. So Jordan Fusco, I could definitely see returning. Naya Harrison, I think she talked about potentially going to play in the Philippines. So I wouldn't be surprised if she leaves. Melanie Barcenas, what do you guys think? Do you think they bring her back?
The Tomas Angel of Wave. No.
Whoa.
I think they'll try to bring her back. The one that I'm like, damn, I thought they would.
They
try
her
to keep her or sign her again is Mackenzie Robbie.
Oh.
Who's no longer
I think
here?
that's definitely true. Here's the other thing we were talking about where we haven't talked about, but currently out of contract and NWSL free agents, meaning pretty much they're gone. Hillary Beale, Kira Carusa, Maya Jones, Chiamaka Okuchoko. Dang it, I had it. I had the first part right. Chiamaka Okuchoko and Mackenzie Robbie. Mackenzie Robbie, man. I completely agree. You
gotta bring her back.
even though she's
gone.
Yeah,
gone,
yeah,
but
gone.
It's tough. Like she's been so important since the beginning and can play anywhere too. She was like she kind of proved that during World Sevens too. She was the leading goal scorer. I think she was second in like total goals in the tournament, just behind Maria Sanchez. Like it's crazy that they're letting her just walk. Maybe
it's also kind of surprising, but not surprising just based on the injury. But Chiamaka, like we didn't really see too much based on that injury. I'm interested to see keeping Trinity Byers kind of to see what actually happens next season.
Yeah,
with
they
her.
signed her to like a 3-year contract, I think. So
and then
yeah, okay. And here was the other thing. Yeah. So Trinity Armstrong and Savannah McCaskill were put onto the season-ending injury list. Savannah McCaskill was only on the injury list during the regular season, and even during that playoff game, she was listed as injured. But now in this last like official roster list, they have her on the season-ending injury list. So technically, that means she could stay on it until next season, I think.
Okay.
And also the same goes for Trinity Armstrong, who only got injured in that final game, in the final like moments and minutes. Like you couldn't even tell if you watched the broadcast. We only heard about it because Taylor Vincent said online, and I think some sirens saw that were at the game that she was like limped and had to be carried off. So it's like, is Trinity Armstrong going to be out for the season next year? That's a pretty big blow, I
Yeah.
think, to
It sucks.
San Diego Wave. So it's an important thing to keep an eye on. I don't think we're going to be able to talk to any Wave people until probably Coachella. Maybe we will. We should probably put a message out.
Yeah.
Real quick, I would like to apologize to Wave communications people. I walked past them on Saturday morning. They were all getting like a brunch. I was leaving a Santa run in PB. I didn't do it.
I saw.
I was like cheering on my what's it called, my girlfriend's mom. But I walked right past them and I saw them and I didn't say hi. And then I like kept walking. I was like,
They saw
I
you.
should've- I don't know if they saw me
They
or
saw
not.
you.
They
saw
probably
you.
did see me.
Yeah.
And it
They're
was
like,
just
"Hey,
one of those
that's
things.
Abe.
It was one of those things
That's
where it's
our-
like I
that's
just
our-
kept walking and then I realized like
That's our pool
literally
reporter,
after I was like,
Abe.
I didn't say hi to them. That was kind of rude of me. I should say hi. But now I can't go all the way back and say hi.
No, I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
You can't. But anyway, I do apologize for that. I felt guilty about that. And I just want to say I'm sorry. Hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, they were getting some brunch or something, and I was like, I just walked right past all of them.
Oh well,
There's like that's like the awkward part of me. I'm sorry. Like sometimes I'm just awkward and like I don't really like. If it's not like if I see someone outside of where I usually see someone, I won't say hi or I won't like realize that I'm seeing them. But yeah,
So
sorry
you're-
to Wave stuff.
you're the student that like sees the teacher outside at
And just
Walmart and
won't
just like
acknowledge,
freezes.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? All right. We'll get back into it next Monday. This Wednesday is your last chance to vote on SanDiego.Futbol's end of the year awards. As you can tell there from the top, there is 1,033 votes already cast. We've passed the 1,000 mark during this episode. So make sure you get your vote in. The last voting will happen here Wednesday morning. So we're going to go ahead and close that. So 2 days left to vote for who you think should be SanDiego.Futbol end of the year winner.
Yeah, make sure you get your votes in, and between 9 is when that episode will be out. Thank you, everyone, for still watching our show despite no soccer happening.
What are we going to talk about next week?
World Cup. Yeah, no. Well, that's gonna be our Christmas show, so it'll be a fun one.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for everybody.
Maybe we just don't talk about soccer. We'll recap
Our lives.
Yeah, we just play some
John
games.
Cena's final match. We'll
The super draft is December 18th. That is very much correct. Coming up on Thursday.
talk about our favorite shows of the year, favorite movies of the year, maybe.
Grades again. We'll make it an AMA. You guys can ask us anything.
Yeah.
We'll just do mailbag questions.
That'll be fun. We can share
Um,
our favorite stories of the season.
Oh, yeah, that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokemon here.
Because that would actually be our last live show of the year.
That would.
That would be. Yeah.
We'll do this next week.
Next week, make sure you
We'll
check us
open
out.
Pokemon cards next week.
There you
Yeah,
go.
next week.
All right, sounds good. See you guys next time.
Thank you.